the Mortal Kombat 11 reveal. The doors just opened. Fans are filing in, but I'm actually here to interview some fans that you might recognize to talk about their experience with Mortal Kombat and kind of what they expect to see at today's festivities. So come on in, Swifter.
Hey, great to see you. Good to see you. There we go.
It's nice to see you.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, great to be here. Thanks for having. Like, this event looks amazing. Yeah, the hype is like real.
The hype is real. Now, what did you do to prepare? Are you a Mortal Kombat fan?
I am. I'm not good at the game. I'm terrible. I love the story, love the characters, love the fatalities. Grew up on it. Like, there was like this little like deli next to us at grade school, I think. And when Mortal Kombat 1 first came out, I was like, wow, like real life graphics in a video game. Obviously not the case these days, but like, it's just been a part of my life growing up.
Yeah, and so for you, like to be at this event, to be part of a big reveal, we know that some secret characters might be revealed. So who are you hoping to see?
Oh, character-wise? I mean, I don't know. There'll be some surprises, but I want to see like features-wise, like Mortal Kombat 10, they had the awesome faction system. Injustice 2 had a great loot system. Like, they're always coming up with like crazy ways to kind of push the fighter scene, so I can't wait to see what it is.
So you're hoping to see like some changes or some new things integrated into.
We will definitely see. It's not about hope. It's like, what is it going to be? You know, it's going to be awesome. So they never let us down.
Yeah, of course. And for you, when you were a young kid and you were playing this game, what attracted you to the game, and what do you think makes Mortal Kombat so lovable?
That is like, you know, obviously like very gory, you know, the fatalities, like no game was like pushing those boundaries, it looked like real, and this was like cool. It's like, you know, like any kid's fantasy of like being in the game and like, you know, breaking someone's spine or throwing them with spikes. It's like, you know, I was like great growing up. So
this is stuff I don't normally get to do.
Exactly, and never will get to do. Totally.
Never ever. What about for you when it comes to playing against a character that is just really hard to beat and you kind of hate playing against?
I mean, I just complain. Like, you know, I just get salty, swift rage or whatever like that. I just get angry by, you got to do it. It's all part of the challenge. It's very satisfying. The story's always great. Just like you're motivated to kind of like keep on going until you get better and you get it done. So absolutely.
Of course. And are you going to be checking out some of the booths here today?
Absolutely. Don't know about the tattoo booth, but the fatality booth. There's so many crazy things going on here. So it's just, what a wild event. Like, I'm really impressed. I was not expecting it to be like this grand.
It's going to be even more epic, so stay tuned, of course, for everything that's going to be announced here. Thanks a lot for joining us today. All right, later. Welcome back. I'm here with Dynasty. How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm excited to be here. This is crazy. Honestly, this is insane. If you guys are watching this, I wish you could be here because they went all out. Did they not? It looks crazy. Yeah.
And as a Mortal Kombat fan, what does this mean to you?
Everything. I've been playing this game since I was probably like 4. Not a good thing. I don't know what my parents were thinking buying me an NES, SNES, and Mortal Kombat 1. I was 4, and I grew up playing it, and who would have known that like 20 years later I'd be here at like the MK11 reveal event? It's insane, so I'm stoked.
Did you know you could get a tattoo here of like, if you want, you could get Raiden, you could get, yeah.
You know what we should do? We should have the Twitch chat decide what tattoo I get.
Are you actually going to do it? It's a real tattoo.
I'll do it.
All right. I love that. I love that.
I'll do it.
You're a true fan.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Twitch chat, decide for me. I'll do it.
Perfect. Now, of course, as a fan, I need to know, who do you main? Like, who's your favorite character?
Sub-Zero, without a doubt.
You can get a Sub-Zero tattoo.
I'm willing. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Why not? Let's do it.
What do you love about Sub-Zero and all the characters in the roster?
He's like the one character that's always been like in every Mortal Kombat game ever. And growing up, who doesn't want somebody who can just simply freeze an opponent, run up, do an uppercut? So we saw Scorpion already. I'm really hoping to see some Sub-Zero today because Scorpion looks sick, and hopefully Sub-Zero does too. So.
Yeah, any return characters you're hoping to see back to the franchise?
Ooh, return characters. Rain, Fujin, Noob Saibot. The list goes on and on. A lot of fan favorites. Sindel, Serena, a million. So I'm just excited to see what we get, honestly. Even some new characters too.
Yeah.
So.
And you'll get to play, of course, the demo here.
Yes.
So
Looking forward to that. Like everything is shaping up to be amazing so far. So.
awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy the experience. There's a lot of different like pop-ups here. You can even like go into this big box and thrash a bunch of break up a bunch of things and like really take in the rage and like become like a Mortal Kombat character.
I think I'm gonna stick to the tattoo idea though. So I think we're doing the tattoo.
Okay.
I think we're doing
I'm gonna follow your social platform and take a look.
Do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna do it.
I'm excited to see that. All right, dude. Thank you so much. Later, guys. I'm here with Bethany, who is a cosplayer, and you're here. I can't believe your costume, well, your cosplay, I should say. You look wonderful.
Thank you so much. Sorry, it's
hard to talk.
here. Thank you.
What did it take to pull this together? How long did it take you to make it?
Yeah, so Mortal Kombat reached out to me to work on this project a couple of months ago, and I put this together in about a month. So since the reveal at the Game Awards, I basically got to see the costume and was able to build it for this event. So I'm thrilled to be here.
What made you choose this character? Were you told we want you to dress as this character, or did you get to choose like one of your favorites?
Yeah, so I've actually done a couple of gender bend Scorpion cosplays in the past, and that kind of, you know, brought me a little bit of notoriety in the cosplay community. So they reached out to me because of my Scorpion design, so they wanted me to do that again. So I was pleased to be able to do that.
It is intricate. Was there any particular piece that was really hard to make in particular?
Yeah, the mask. So I had to sculpt everything out of clay. I posted a time-lapse video of like my whole build, and it took a long time to do. I was worried I wouldn't have enough time to make the rest of the costume, but I did it, so.
You did it. It looks stunning. And what does it mean to be here? Are you I'm assuming you're a Mortal Kombat fan. So like what for you is the thing that you're most excited to see and everything about this event?
I'm just thrilled to be here in general. Like I kind of started tearing up over there, just absorbing everything. So I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to see what's happening. I'm happy to see character reveals, like new costumes maybe to make, and it's so incredible just to be in this environment.
Now, is Scorpion your favorite character?
Of course. Get over here.
Any return characters, some of who might not be your favorite, but that you really want to see back to the franchise?
Yeah, I was talking about this earlier. I'd love to see Lee May from Deadly Alliance.
Yeah.
I really love that character. I played it all the time on the GameCube, and Mortal Kombat is finally back on Nintendo, so I'm thrilled to see that. And I don't know, I'd love to see kind of a nod to that era.
Oh man, well, you seem like a true fan. You look like a badass. I'm very excited for you to be here and for you to see. Of course, I've kind of got a little taste of what's coming, so I'm very excited for you to see what I got to see, and I think you're gonna be blown away. You're gonna be really excited.
Great, I can't wait.
All right, well, thanks a lot for joining us here today.
Oh, thank you.
Hey guys, we're back. I'm here with Uncaged. What's up, dude? You're excited to be here, I can tell.
I'm super excited. I live for Mortal Kombat. It looks amazing, and I'm ready to see what they have to offer.
Good. So I'm assuming you prepared or did something to prepare for this event. So what did you do to do that?
I went back and played Mortal Kombat 9, the old MK games, MKX. I'm fresh. I'm ready for what the story for MK11 is going to be.
Okay. Did you come up with new ideas of things you'd like to see?
I mean, a big thing that people are saying is time travel, so I want to see more about that, time travel, for sure.
So all the story, like it's a very crazy story, and it's hard to keep up, but you seem to be really invested in that. What do you think people love about it?
I mean, a lot of people love that Mortal Kombat is one of the fighting games that actually has a story. Other fighting games, like, yeah, it's a good fighting game, but Mortal Kombat's a good fighting game, and it's a great story as well.
So with a great story comes great characters. What are some of your favorites, and who do you hope returns to the franchise?
My favorite character of all time is Johnny Cage. That's actually why my name is Uncaged Games, so I gotta have my boy back.
Dude, you are the perfect person to be at this event.
Yes, if they reveal Johnny, you can see, I'm gonna jump out of my chair, for sure. You better get the camera on me, I'm ready.
That's amazing. Any fighters that you actually are not so keen on fighting against usually when you play?
Noob Saibot. He is my number, people love him. I do not like him. I'm sorry, I don't like him. And he's coming back, I'm pretty sure, but I don't want him.
Why don't you like him?
First of all, his name is Noob. Second of all, because people that play him, they're noobs as well. They just spam the same move, and I'm like, just stop. So that's why I don't like him.
All right, I love your excitement level, your energy. It's super great. I'm so excited for you to see what's going to be revealed back here. Things are about to get started. We still got a bit, but I'm just very excited for you, dude.
I'm so excited. I can't. I want to jump up and down right now.
All right, well, thanks a lot. Hello, folks. I'm here with Chloe Dykstra, one of my good friends. What's up?
Hi, darling. How are you?
I'm good. You are beaming today.
Thank you. That's funny that you say that because I'm a little sick. I feel like I sound a bit like Baraka right now.
Well, you look great, and you know.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you so much. I'm here at the event. We're clearly excited. We would go here regardless if we were sick or not.
Have you wandered around this event yet?
I haven't had time to see what they have going on.
It's insane.
Got the tower in the middle.
There's a tower in the middle. There's a literal tattoo parlor over here.
Yeah.
You can customize shoes. It's insane. They went all out. I mean,
My thing for me when I look at the booths is like I see that rage booth or the experience where you go in and you get to like destroy things. To me, that's like I need to get some. It's like good therapy.
I think I would be terrible at it. I'd probably go in and smash something, be like, oh God, I'm so sorry. How do I put it back together? I'm sorry.
I'm so excited to see what people are going to take away from this event. Of course, there's a ton being revealed. We can't talk about it yet, but it's coming down now. There's cosplayers hanging out behind us, and everyone's kind of gearing up and getting ready. So it's moments away. I'm very stoked.
Can I ask you, do you know anything about what's about to happen?
I know. Yeah, I got to see everything yesterday.
See, they told me nothing. So
Well, you had to miss rehearsal because you were
I'm
sick.
here with you guys. I get to experience it with you guys, so I'm very excited.
I want you to see. I want to see your live tweet.
Oh yeah.
'Cause I couldn't do any of that yesterday.
Oh, I know. That's the thing that's the hardest is keeping it under wraps. You're like, save it in drafts. Okay. It's fine.
Yeah. So thanks, Chloe. I think we're about ready to get started very soon,
Yeah.
and you're going to be hosting as well.
I will be interviewing a couple of these amazing artisans, a lot of people from the Mortal Kombat community who are here. We have cosplayers, we have sculpturists.
Say that's a term.
Sculpturists, lots of artists. It's really cool. There's a lot of awesome people here. So thank you.
Of course. Good luck.
You on the other side.
Yes, and feel better.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey guys, I am Chloe filling in for Naomi right now. I am here with some amazing cosplayers. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Yes, I am Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed, aka host of the greatest YouTube channel of all time, Up, Up, Down, Down. Go subscribe if you have yet to subscribe already.
I am Thea Trinidad, aka Zelina Vega from WWE.
I am Kofi Kingston, no AKAs, just me.
Come on in for a second too, really quick.
Michael Mosley.
Michael, it's lovely to meet you. So I want to ask really quick, first of all, you are the creator of some of these costumes. Did you create this one yourself?
Yes, I did.
See, I love coming to these events and seeing all the amazing costumes. Okay, how many of you are actual wrestlers? Raise your hand. All three of you guys are wrestlers, so you guys are all used to being in costume at this point.
Yes, very
So
much
this is not weird for you.
Not at all.
Why?
Clothes right now. We're wearing more clothes than we normally do on TV, so.
All right, so why did you choose the characters that you? Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, but like for you personally, why did you choose these characters?
I love Shao Kahn. He's the man.
Shao Kahn. How can you love him though?
He's the emperor. He's in charge.
He's a badass. But is he? But can you really love
with all my heart and soul.
How about you? Why Jade?
I feel like Jade is very underrated, and some people kind of take her for granted, so I got to rep for those up.
Nice.
I mean, Shang Tsung, he just represents. He can be anybody. Like, that's your dream as a kid, right? Who would you be when you grow up? Shang Tsung can literally be anybody he wants.
That's fair.
Anybody.
You know, I know Shang Tsung has a name for Skull, but have you? Oh my gosh, there's actual fog coming out of you. Did you? Oh my God, that's amazing. Okay, well, we have to actually move on, which bums me out because I also see an amazing katana in back. Can I just really quick, show off your fans? Awesome. Thank you guys so much for chatting with me. You look awesome. You did an awesome job. And
Wasted on those who defile Earthrealm.
Savagery is no match for skill.
Yet again, Liu Kang, you've chosen the wrong destiny.
I will destroy our enemies before they destroy us.
Please welcome the producer of the MKX Pro League and Combat Clash, your host, Mr. Joshua Gray.
What is up, Los Angeles? And hello to everyone watching around the world. Welcome to Mortal Kombat 11, The Reveal. I'm Joshua Gray, and I'll be your host for today's monumental event. Are you all as excited as I am to be here today? I hope so, because we have some truly awesome stuff to share with you, and I am so pumped to reveal some of the surprises Mortal Kombat 11 has in store. And I've got some excellent guests here to help me out. Ed Boon and the NetherRealms Studios team are here to talk about the new storyline and the tons and tons of content they've been working on for you. Tyler Lansdowne is in the building, along with some of your favorite Mortal Kombat pros. Plus, we have some secret special guests in attendance that I can't wait to bring up here, including some real-life badasses behind our characters. In just a few minutes, you will be the first people on the planet to fully experience the bone-crushing brutality of Mortal Kombat 11. Prepare to get hype. We are about to reveal even more gameplay for the first time in a worldwide premiere. This is the most blood-splashing, gore-spewing, spine-snapping action you have ever seen in a Mortal Kombat game. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Please welcome to the stage creative director of NetherRealms Studios and the co-creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon. Ed, you and your team at NetherRealms Studios have done it again. There is so much to unpack here, and I'm sure you can't wait to dive into some of the gameplay.
you know, we've been biting our tongues since, 6 months ago around E3, dying to show you guys this game. But we really wanted to kind of build the suspense. This is absolutely going to pay off for that.
All right, Ed, I'll let you do the honors. Take it away.
Yeah, you guys I think the first thing you wanted to do is see the actual game, so let's just roll them here. So, we're very excited to show you first look at Mortal Kombat 11. Nobody else has seen this. Today we have 7 characters to show you, some returning, some new. There's far more in this game that we'll be able to show you right here, but we do want to hit on the enhancements from the game, the fighting, and the custom character variations. Garrus is a new fighter in the game, and who has a really cool time control abilities. You know, in NetherRealm games, we really try to add something new. Mortal Kombat X, we introduced a feature called Character Variations. 3 versions of every single character. MK11's expanding on that idea, creating custom character variations the player can actually create themselves. So you notice they're selecting different versions of Scorpion. Some were created by the players, some were created already in the game. Same thing with Baraka.
Tarkatan warriors are legendary.
Then why don't you flee, Earthrealmer?
The Shaddai Ryu embrace danger.
Round 1, fight!
So this is a Mortal Kombat game, so you expect the fighting to be brutal. MK11 sees the return of Baraka, who was a fan favorite from Mortal Kombat 2. So let's see some of the moves he does here. Not to be outdone, Scorpion has a few tricks up his sleeve. Okay, now without getting too technical, we're going to get into some of the geeky fighting game moments out there. Mortal Kombat, traditionally we've had 1 meter that's a shared resource amongst the offense, defense, and the super moves. Mortal Kombat X is separating all 3 of those. So we have a horizontal meter is the offense attacks, vertical meter is the defensive attacks. See, Baraka's going to shooting 2 using his offensive moves. Also can extend this leg stab here into a throw with also. Scorpion here is going to escape from a knockdown using his defensive meter. And you're going to notice here that the fatal blow that's actually tied to 30% of the health meter. When it's reduced, you get fatal blow available. This adds completely new dynamic and tension to the fighting. Both Baraka and Scorpion have a fatal blow right now. Baraka wins this fight.
Round 2, fight!
So Scorpion missed his fatal blow attack, but it actually will regenerate after a cooldown period. So you'll notice his fatal blow is established, he can pull it off. And now to be outdone, Baraka now has his fatal blow available. And of course, it wouldn't be Mortal Kombat without fatalities. We're going to quickly talk here about, we have custom variations. On this player variation screen, the players can create, modify, and collect multiple versions of every character. There are a ton of features that you can customize, from the costume pieces, the intros, the victories, as well as a huge variety of skins here. Every fighter has 3 costume pieces. You see Scorpion, they're changing the mask here, picking a new one. You can actually program these to different attributes. See, we're swapping out the spear, or the katana for a new one. And of course, Scorpion's iconic spear can be swapped out for a new one as well. Now this visual here is going to give you an idea of kind of like the dramatic differences you can have in the different variations of Scorpion here. This is the case with all the fighters, so you're going to know Scorpion and Baraka, all the kind of variations you're going to see, you know, playing people online and whatnot. Our second fight here is Sonya versus Scarlett, who was a returning character from Mortal Kombat 9.
Looking for me, Scarlett? A few pints of blood is all I ask. Trust me, I'm not your type.
Round 1, fight.
Both Sonya and Scarlett return with their classic moves as well as some new ones. Sonya has a bunch of gadgets that she can play with here. While Scarlett has her signature blood attacks. We're going to take a look at some of the nuances we have. We have a new feature called a flawless block. A perfectly timed block will open a window for countering attacks. Watch Scarlett doing a quick hop. You can evade low attacks and also open another window for countering moves. Now notice Sonya's health is reached below 30%. When it reaches there again, you're going to notice a fatal blow is available. That's when you can release a devastating blow. Again, Sonya has her fatal blow ready, so she can release it. So that was enough damage to release fatal blow available for Scarlett, which she'll attack here. Which is enough to win the match, and you might have seen a glimpse of this fatality here.
Fatality. Scarlett wins.
So that's a little piece of Mortal Kombat 11. But I'm guessing maybe you guys want to see some fatalities, a little more. Okay, we're going to roll this footage. I can't wait for you to check that out.
Finish him.
Okay. First of all, Scarlett has returned. Yes. What has it been like to bring back this fan favorite that we haven't seen since Mortal Kombat 9?
Yes, we introduced Scarlett as a DLC character in Mortal Kombat 9, and she's been one of the most demanded returning characters, so we knew we had to kind of abide by that.
I know my buddy Scar out there is super stoked as well. All right. We saw some classic combatants like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, plus we have Dark Raiden, and Baraka is back. We saw Baraka rip somebody's face off. So, okay, we also have some new fighters. For you and your team, what is this process like, not only to create new characters, but to refresh some of the classics?
Refreshing and deciding which ones to come back is pretty much you guys. You know, we hear what you guys say. As far as creating characters, that's some of the most fun we've had. You know, Garrus is a new character that we have a really cool look at. You're going to see a little bit later, but that process is usually very collaborative with with the people.
All right, looking forward to that, folks. And we witnessed combos, fatalities, but one of the hallmarks of Mortal Kombat has always been the rich, detailed story. So what can we look forward to in Mortal Kombat 11 when it comes to the story?
Yeah, you saw a glimpse of the beginning of the story here. We actually have a video here. It's the entire opening cinematic, the whole prologue of the story. It really picks up right after MK9, and I think you guys are going to get a big kick out of it.
Deny. The truth I was cast out for speaking.
The truth I embrace, Shinnok, is that mercy is wasted on those who defile Earthrealm. I will destroy our enemies before they destroy us, starting with you.
How, Raiden? Not even you can kill an Elder God.
There are fates worse than death. You will serve as warning and an emblem of my wrath.
This is not your destiny, Shinnok. Once again, the Thunder God has upset the balance of history. But know this. The arc of the universe bends to my will. It is only a matter of time.
Ed, that was amazing. April 23rd cannot come soon enough. So the story picks off right after MKX. Dark Raiden reigns. Time is being manipulated. How fun was it to dive into the rich Mortal Kombat lore and design moments when these legendary characters confront a different version of themselves?
Yeah, that was the most fun about, how we created the story. We basically introduced a character, Kronika, who has been kind of running the show since the first Mortal Kombat. Everything that was happening was to her plan, up to the point where Raiden kind of screwed things up. And that's when she's kind of stepping in, and she's just going to play tricks with time that's going to introduce situations where old characters meeting their younger selves. And it's such a great, great story mode. We could not be more proud of this.
Ed Boon, thank you so much for being here. Give it up for the legend, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I have one more question before we go. What other changes have you made for this installment?
We have something really special for Mortal Kombat 11. We have a real-life badass playing one of our most iconic characters in the game, and we cannot wait to make this announcement.
Let's take a look.
You've been looking for me, Scarlett. Hi. Sonya Blade calling in air support.
Sonya Blade was the first kick-ass girl that I saw come onto the scene, and I've always admired her and admittedly kind of emulated her in my own way, and now I get to try and be her. The first time I can remember playing Mortal Kombat, my mom was a college professor, and one of her students actually let me play, and I was a complete button masher, but I was Raiden, and I beat him as Raiden, and it was the first time that I beat an adult in anything. Yeah, I thought it was the absolute coolest. Voicing a character has been really different and really interesting and fun because I don't have to think about how I look and only about how I sound. It almost gives me permission to be as ridiculous as humanly possible because no one's looking and no one's judging, and all that matters is what it sounds like. Feels so good to say. Say it loud, it feels great. Yeah! I've been a fan of Mortal Kombat for almost as long as I can remember. For a little kid, I loved me some gore. What drew me to Mortal Kombat, honestly, it was the first game that had real intrigue of just more than, okay, I'm gonna hit this guy, he's gonna hit me, and who wins. It wasn't just who's the better fighter. It was, why is this person mad at that person and this and that? It just drew me in to think about more than just fighting, but the world that they live in. And yeah, it's been a great experience being Sonya Blade.
Please give a warm welcome to the reigning Raw Women's Champion, the first woman ever to be inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame, and the voice of Sonya Blade, Ronda Rousey. Ronda, thank you so much for being here. How does it feel to be part of an iconic franchise like Mortal Kombat and to be voicing Sonya Blade?
Oh, this is a dream come true. I tried to grow up to be Sonya Blade as close as I could. Like, I feel like if Raiden came down right now and I had to pick 3 warriors Mortal Kombat, like, I would definitely be that person. And now, instead of being the closest thing I can be to Sonya Blade, I am actually Sonya Blade.
Earthrealm is in good hands. So how did you prepare for this role? Is there anything that you did specifically to get into Sonya's headspace or things that you pulled from your fighting experience?
Well, it was very secretive, this project. I really didn't get to know very much at all. And so I tried to inhabit her headspace by actually emulating her fighting style. And I got to do a Hurricanrana on Triple H at WrestleMania. So he was my Kano for the evening. And I've been watching the gameplay, and Sonya actually does a rolling Juchikatami armbar that is like my absolute favorite. She just rips somebody's arm off with it. I can totally do that. And so, yeah, I was just getting my In Your Sonya in.
What excites you most about Mortal Kombat 11?
Well, I'm excited about a lot, you know? I mean, they really do outdo themselves every single time, and when you don't think that they can do it anymore, I mean, it's blowing my mind. I mean, I didn't think the graphics could get any better, and they obviously are. I mean, I have no idea what's going to happen, like, with the rest of the story. I know my parts, but even still, I'm just like, there's so much secret involved that I just cannot wait to see how the story unfolds. There's so much that I'm probably ignoring my family for a while and shut up in a room.
Yeah, we're all taking off work. Don't worry, we're all taking off work. Now, I already know the answer to this question, but which character are you most excited about for Mortal Kombat 11?
Sonya Blade, of course. Even though I kind of hope I see Johnny.
Ronda, thank you so much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for the voice of Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat 11, Ronda Rousey. Oh, more dreams coming true. Next up, I want to invite someone you all know and love up here to talk about some of the things we have coming up for you on Combat Cast this year. Please give a warm welcome to Tyler Lansdowne. Tyler,
wow.
Great to have you, man.
Wow, Josh, thanks. Thank you guys. Good to see you. Good to see you.
So tell us what's going on with Combat Cast this year.
I am so excited to be here for the reveal of MK11. There's so much cool stuff coming up this year, and I want to let you know right now that our first Combat Cast is in less than 2 weeks on January the 30th.
That's right around the corner. What do you have planned?
Well, the first one's going to be pretty big. New logo. We got a few surprises in store for you. I'm not going to talk about them right now, but
Whoa. Whoa, bro. Was that who I think it was?
Yeah, that's who you think it was.
What?
Yeah.
Was that?
No. We're not going to talk about it right now. We're going to wait until the 30th to find out. You're going to want to rewatch that and see that. Our first Combat Cast will be live on every single Mortal Kombat social channel. I don't want any of you to miss this.
Okay, we got so much good stuff coming up, but I need to ask for a friend.
Okay.
Is there going to be a collector's edition?
Actually, yes, there is a collector's edition this year. And it's badass, and I want everyone to see right now what we've put together.
Whoa! Okay, that mask looks incredible. What is it? You have one!
Actually, I have the Scorpion mask. It wasn't magic, I just walked back there. This is one of the coolest collector's editions we've ever done. In addition to this mask, if you pre-order any version of the game, you get Shao Kahn and access to the beta, which begins on March 28th.
Man, I don't want this. I need this. Put me down for one. I am sold, and you can purchase yours too at your local GameStop here in the United States. For everyone else around the world, get more information at mortalkombat.com. That just about wraps it up for us here on stage, but stay tuned because we have a lot more coming up on the live stream. Yep. Tyler, you're going to be interviewing some folks, and a live look at the reveal floor here in Los Angeles, and a pro exhibition featuring some of your favorite Mortal Kombat combatants. We do have one more big reveal, but first, a big thank you to Ed Boon and the NetherRealms Studios team for joining us. And of course, Sonya Blade herself, Ronda Rousey, for being here today.
She's great. And I want to extend a huge thanks to everyone tuning in from all over the world. Thank you so much for being a part of the Mortal Kombat 11 reveal. We hope you're excited for the official release of Mortal Kombat 11 on April 23rd. Oh, so Josh mentioned the reveal just a second ago. Are you ready to see it? Yeah! Here we go.
Come thunder, come lightning. Do you fear nothing, Geras? Nothing within your power, Raiden.
guys, it's Chloe again. I am sure you're sick of me already, but I am here with Kyle Hill of the famous Because Science show on YouTube. Kyle, we are so happy to have you here at the event.
Thank you.
Are you excited to be here?
I'm very excited to be here. I've been playing Mortal Kombat since, I think, Mortal Kombat 2, if I had to guess.
Really?
Button mashing since Mortal Kombat 2 with my brother. It's a very fond memory of him beating me.
That's pretty much OG. All right, what was your character back then, and what's your character now?
I'm a Scorpion fan. I do like OG Scorpion. I love the get over here spear and all the original moves and movesets. And so to see how the game has progressed and evolved, especially as I don't just do sciencey things. I play a lot of video games. So to see how far it's come from something like probably the game I played most was Mortal Kombat 4 on the N64, I believe. And to see where the graphics have come from then until now with this, where it's just so good and so pretty, where every fatality, every crushing blow kind of makes you queasy in a good way.
I was going to ask you about that because as a scientist, which you are a scientist, what biologically, how realistic are these fatalities?
Well, I can say that coming to an event like this gives me a lot of potential ideas for stuff to do, but obviously in a game like this, things are kind of cranked up to 11 in terms of what is physically possible or not. What I will say is that the force required to rip a limb off or punch someone's face off from behind their head is a lot. A lot of these... Conservatively,
no, I don't think so.
Conservatively speaking, a lot. I mean, the kinds of forces it would take just to lift a human off the ground with something like a punch is somewhere around the same amount of force that a car going highway speeds would hit you with. So it's substantial.
Well, I think it was heavily hinted at in the trailer that there's a time travel element in this game, potentially. Is that something that you might be excited about?
Well, time travel is always super confusing in that the universe seems to not want us to go backwards, only forwards. If you go really, really fast, you can go less through time than other people do, which is kind of a form of time travel. But in terms of going backwards, I think I'd like it more for the story element than I do for the physics element, because I don't think... I mean, if Stephen Hawking couldn't figure it out, I don't know if we're going to.
So you're saying to me that Mortal Kombat is not realistic, is what you're saying?
I'm saying...
Did you hear that, Mr. Boone?
I'm saying that...
Shots fired.
Mr. Boone, I'm saying that Mortal Kombat is heavily drawn from mystical things, and it's fun to watch.
That's true. It is very fun to watch. Where can we watch you?
You can watch me and all my sciencey, pop culture-y videos at youtube.com/BecauseScience, and maybe some Mortal Kombat stuff will inspire me here.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kyle. Have an awesome time.
Thank you, I will.
I'll see you guys in a few. it's Chloe. Yet again, I am here with Code Abdo, aka Boss Logic. You probably have seen his art. It's everywhere. He's an amazing artist. It's so nice to have you here. You're obviously a big Mortal Kombat fan.
Obviously, yes.
What was that like for you, that whole reveal?
That was crazy.
What was your favorite part?
The new time travel character. It was.
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. So does this give you some inspiration for what you're gonna?
Yep. Yeah. It feels like my favorite is Doctor Strange, so it feels like Doctor Strange.
Definitely,
Yeah.
I can totally see that. So I actually, I stalked your Instagram a little bit recently, and I noticed that you posted something, like this big Instagram post talking about your journey as an artist, and I thought that was really cool, because I feel like a lot of people out there are sort of struggling with themselves and their talent. Do you have anything that you would like to say? You guys, if it's at Boss Logic on Instagram, you should go read this post. It's really wonderful. Do you have anything that you would like to say to those people out there?
Just not to be scared anymore. It's like there's bigger things like this. Like this is my first time coming to LA or leaving the country in the last 20 years.
This is your first interview too, right?
And first interview as well, as you can see.
You're doing great.
But yeah, just I wasn't gonna come here until I posted that post. So until I got the feedback and the support, I wasn't gonna come. But now, thanks to the people, I came. So.
Well, we're really glad to have you here. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, you have so many fans. What does that feel like? Have you met some of your fans here today?
I've met like maybe 10 of them, but it's crazy. People saying, "Oh, that's Boss Logic. That's Boss Logic," and that's thanks to the post.
It's Boss Logic. Well, it is so awesome. Thank you so much for being here and letting me chat with you. Any final words to anybody?
I'll see you in April.
See you in April. Awesome. Thank you so much. High five. Have an awesome time. I'll see you guys in a bit. it's Chloe again, and I am here with a fitness queen and cosplay extraordinary. This is Alicia Marie. You look fantastic, by the way.
Thank you so much. How's everybody doing? I'm so excited.
I have seen you in maybe 5 or 6 Mortal Kombat cosplays.
Oh my God, I'm ridiculous with MK. It's like a classic for me, and it's like an old school love, and I've just been with the game for so long in my life that if I can just do every character, I think I'll be very happy.
I think you're getting close. I think I've seen you as Jade, Tanya, Sonya, several types of Sonya.
Sonya Blade is okay. I am so excited about Ronda Rousey being Sonya Blade. I cannot deal with it because Sonya's such a badass. They needed to have someone who's equally a badass to play her, and she's perfect. So I'm really excited to see what Sonya's gonna bring in MK11.
I agree. Now, I gotta ask you, because this is kind of a gender-bent cosplay. This is sort of the first gender-bent Mortal Kombat cosplay I've seen you do. What was it like to translate this particular skin into like a feminine outfit? It's not quite feminine, it's like a fighting outfit.
Exactly. Like, okay, Shao Kahn is a beast, you know? He's a warlord. He's pretty much, he's a demon. Like, he's crazy. I mean, I think he's amazing. He's an emperor. He's like everything that a badass should be. I particularly like the collector's edition skin because it kind of harkens back to the samurai look that the designer intended for the character anyway. And a lot of my cosplays like to pull on what the designer originally wanted for the character. So I like that when I was making this, I got to research a little bit of like samurai style and the colors they use and the design for the helmet. But it's really lightweight though, but it's all heavy, whatever.
That's awesome. I gotta say also, by the way, like, you're such a badass yourself. I feel like you versus Shao Kahn, you might actually have a fighting chance.
Yes, let's go!
Really quick before we end this, because I'm desperate to know, how long did it take you to make this?
Okay, let's see. I started making this on December 10th when I saw the sneak peeks. I was like this, because I was gonna make someone else, and then I was like, okay, I'm switching gears. And as soon as I saw it, so I made it started making it December 10th.
December 10th?
Yeah.
Are you serious? So this took you a month to make?
I finished it about 3 days ago, so.
My God, you're
throwing things around.
You were absolutely brilliant.
Okay, it's like trying to find these things. I cast these out of resin.
So this is actually resin right here?
This is resin. Oh, this is 3D printed, thank God.
Thank God for 3D printing.
The symbol, this is a drawer pull.
That's so cool. I am so impressed. By the way, you guys can actually get this skin if you pre-order the game right now, Mortal Kombat 11. I mean, not exactly the skin, but something very similar to this skin. So go pre-order it. Thank you, Alicia, so much. You are wonderful. Thank you. I know, me too. Stick around. We got some more interviews coming up.
Everybody, welcome back. I'm taking over the interviews for a little bit. I have some good friends here. Sorry if I have trouble hearing you. It's nuts in here. I got Maximilian and his crew, so I'm just going to pass the mic down. Tell everybody who you are if they don't know, which they should know who you are. Pass it down, and then we'll talk.
Hi, my name is Max. I'm here with Kenny and Simmons. We're 3 out of 4 of the Yo Video Games crew. Big Mortal Kombat fans. We made 3 live-action Mortal Kombat fan films since MKX and are very much looking forward to this awkwardly beautiful game. This game looks too good, Tyler. I have a problem. It looks too good.
I think the art team and everybody back at home at NetherRealm would really love to hear that. Big shout out to them real quick for making such a beautiful game that we get lucky enough to talk about. I'm going to send the microphone down the line. I want you each to say something you're most excited about.
I'm going to say the thing I'm the most excited about is the new mechanics. Between all the different Mortal Kombats, they always have crazy different mechanics between mobility, between offense and defense now. I haven't had a chance to play the game, so that's the thing I'm the most anticipating. Maybe I can get a walkthrough from Tyler if he's not too busy. We'll see.
What's up? I'm Kenny from Yo Video Games, the Mortal Kombat fanatic of the group. This is my Oscars. This is why I have the tux. This is why I came to look sharp, because this is my Oscars. This is my thing. And I'm most excited about the customization, like making the character yours. Like sometimes you get a fighting game and you're like, oh, you know, I love this character. I just don't like their look. This one, you can really customize your look and get it the way you want. I can't wait. I can't wait to start customizing every character in this game and making it my own.
Hi there, I'm Matt from Yo Video Games, and Kenny kind of stole my thunder a little bit on that because really am excited about the customization and the way how you can really make a character unique to yourself. But I also really like the commitment to the story mode and seeing how that's going to continue forward, because they were very upfront and committed to saying we are going to continue right from the last game, and it's going to have that high production value we've come to love and expect.
That was a beautiful outline of what we just did. Mechanics, characters, story. Awesome. We're very excited to have you guys here. Another question. What was it like being in the crowd, seeing some of this stuff for the first time? Was there one moment that really kind of put it over the edge for you?
I think the big moment for me personally was just the final reveal of how the game actually looks. Like, we get the representation and the perspective of the CG trailer, but once you see it in motion and it's like, oh, it kind of looks just like the CG trailer. What's going on? Yeah. And it's also the fact that there's like an encompassing energy. Like, I've never felt this way. Like, I felt the world was involved in a reveal for Mortal Kombat in some way, and everyone is here to celebrate a fighting game. And for me, that's something special.
Yo, it was amazing being in the crowd. I was next to a lot of the tournament fighters. I was next to my friends, and the energy was out of control, man. And just seeing like the cinematics of the game, like it was almost no different from the cinematic trailer. When stuff happens and it's just, I still have to take a breath.
I think the moment for me when it really like sunk in how big this was going to be was when Baraka showed up. And Baraka was a huge crowd favorite, and he was the talk of the town in Mortal Kombat 2 when it first came out. So it was kind of like this nostalgic wave of people getting excited. And for me, it was like when I saw the first gameplay reveal, the colors pop so well. It's so colorful. Yes, it's violent, but it is colorful violence, and it's wonderful.
Well, I think that's all the time we have for you. You want to tell them real quick where to find you?
We're over at twitch.tv/Maximilian_dude and YouTube at Maximilian Dude as well.
Yep. I'm at Unruly, UNROOOLIE. That's on everything, bro. YouTube, Twitch.
And you can find me on my YouTube, youtube.com/Yo Video Games, and the Twitch stream at Assist Me Doom, all one word.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll be back in a little bit.
guys, it's Chloe. I am here with Christine McConnell of the Curious Creations of Christine McConnell. I am a huge fan of yours. I have been a fan of yours for a long time. Not to just be like, but seriously, you are such an amazing creator. So if you're not familiar with Christine, which you should be, she is a master baker, and she's gorgeous. She does amazing photos. I should let you describe all of the things that you do.
I wouldn't know where to start.
You do so much. It's so funny because I don't know if would you describe yourself as kind of a nerd?
Very much, yes.
You would describe you. What kind of nerd are you specifically?
I would say like kittens and sewing. I don't know.
Well, it's funny because I was like, all right, oh my God, I get to hang out with Christine McConnell tomorrow. You've done some amazing stuff for the Mortal Kombat community. I've seen cookies. You made some cookies. Can you describe your cookies?
Yeah, whatchamacallit, I sort of researched a lot. They had reached out to me to see if I could come up with anything. And after researching as much as I possibly could, I thought I'd put a comical sort of spin on it. So I think the first project was, I think I had Sub-Zero.
Yeah, I saw that. The most adorable Sub-Zero I've ever seen.
Yeah, with some gingerbread cookies that looked a little alarmed. And I just tried to do something fun with it, so yeah.
How long did it take you to make, because I think I've seen 2 cakes and cookies as well. So how long does it typically take you to make a project like that?
Honestly, forever. I want to, maybe this last cake I just did, I think it took 6 full 15-hour days.
Oh my gosh.
It's a long time.
So what I was saying is that I ended up Googling because I was curious to see if you had ever done cosplay, because you do these really cute photo shoots, and I saw that you kind of have done cosplay before.
Yeah, I'm a big Wonder Woman fan, and I'm trying to think Ghostbusters.
I saw Zool.
I watch that movie once a month, so.
I gotta say, I almost think that baking, in a way, is like its own kind of cosplay.
I think so, definitely, and I don't know, the sky's the limit. You can never run out of things to come up with.
That is true. Thank you so much for being here with us. It's an honor to have you here at this event. I hope you will have a wonderful time. Stick around, guys. There will be more.
I am excited to have some of my favorite people right here. I've run into you 1,000 times. We just met, very exciting. We need to have words. So let's introduce who we got here.
I am Xavier Woods, a.k.a. Austin Creed, a.k.a. host of the greatest YouTube channel of all time, Up, Up, Down, Down. Go subscribe if you have yet to subscribe already. And I'm Shao Kahn right now.
I'm WWE Superstars, Zelina Vega, and I'm dressed as Jade. Here we are. We're here.
I am Kofi Kingston, and right now I am Shang Tsung.
Damn right you are. All right, so I want to ask a question. I'm going to go each one of you. What do you anticipate for this game? What are you looking forward to? What do you want?
There we go. What I've been anticipating is seeing Baraka. and I saw Baraka, and I lost my mind, and he's nasty, and he's biting flesh off. He's eating people's brains. I'm so looking forward to using Baraka in this game.
Awesome.
The fatalities more than anything else. And I feel like everybody has their own unique style, so it's really cool to see how they're all going to get destroyed.
I was gonna say fatalities too, but honestly, I'm looking forward to the storyline. I'm so intrigued. There's so many, I have so many questions, like the new characters and just like their interactions. You see Raiden out there torturing people. What is happening in the Mortal Kombat universe right now?
We need to get Kofi back in the studio to get bodied by 16-bit again. Remember when that happened? Hey, I'm sorry I brought that up. You are a guest in our home, and I apologize.
Oh, everybody wants to get on me. Why? All I'm trying to do is live my life. Look, I bodied Selena in Mortal Kombat on several occasions. And look, okay, we're going to have...
One more question. What moment of the show made your eyes pop? Like, what did it for you?
Back to Baraka, I know I said it already, but him eating the brain? Come on. Come on, son. What? So dope. I love Baraka.
I have to agree with that, but I also think when Raiden sliced his head off, Shinnok, when he sliced his head off, that whole interaction really got me, so.
For me, it's got to be Scarlett's fatality. And number one, like, she did it the first time, and the second time she did it, it was a different color eyeball. So the eyes changed. Like, the details are like, come on, man. Like, you got the different eye colors? Come on. Her fighting style, negative? Come on, man. Are you kidding me?
We had some fun with those. Scorpion had Boone's mane as one, if you saw that, yeah. So guys, we're gonna wrap it up. I am so glad to have you guys here. I am sure I'll see you again real soon, because now we're all like best friends. Cool. Thank you for tuning in. It's a wonderful day. Glad to have these guys here. Can't wait to hang out for the rest of the day. We'll catch you later.
Hello and welcome to Body Count Fighting, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Joshua Gray, and we are live from LA, fresh off the Mortal Kombat 11 reveal. Now, what better way to celebrate Mortal Kombat 11 than with a series of pro exhibition matches? So, Body Count Fighting and NetherRealms Studios have joined forces to invite a handful of NetherRealm pros to compete in Mortal Kombat 11 for the very first time. Backstage, we have Hayate, Honeybee, Grr, Scar, Tweety, Dragon, Rewind, and of course, Sonic Fox. Mortal Kombat 11 is getting ready to showcase their skills featuring these players. They will take the stage to compete in a series of first to threes to establish bragging rights and set the tone for the upcoming Pro Series. Our commentators are standing by as the first match is about to begin. Gentlemen, let's get this exhibition started.
Hey, all right, my name is Ultra David, I'm one of the commentators.
I'm Steve Brownback from NetherRealm.
That's right, so from the home of NRS, Chicago.
That's right.
And today's home, my hometown of Los Angeles.
Super, super excited here. We have 8 of the best Injustice 2 and Mortal Kombat X players in the world competing in the first look at competitive Mortal Kombat 11.
So I was just talking very briefly with Scar about it. They have all had a chance to play at this point, but keep in mind, not for very long.
Oh, this is beyond, this is way earlier than Meta 1. This is like negative 99.
Yeah. Who can find sort of one thing in the last little bit of time that they've had to play?
Yeah, they've literally had about 45 minutes, so it's almost like you pick your favorite character and you just kind of go with it.
I kind of think that is what it is. So we're going to have Hayate versus Honeybee.
2 of the best Canadian players in the world, both top 8 finalists in Injustice and MKX, actually.
And 2 of just the best in the world in general. Also, Tweety versus Dragon.
Which I'm extremely excited. Those are, I mean, Tweety is one of the most hyped players, and Dragon, he took a break from an Injustice 2 just as Tweety kind of ascended to a top player, so this is a very fresh match.
Yeah, I'm interested in how it's going to go stylistically, too. Then you also have Scar versus Grr.
Which is, I mean, they had an amazing match in the Injustice 2 Pro Finals. It came down to the wire, and they are both, again, contrasting play styles for sure.
Yeah, heartbreaker for Grr. Sonic Fox and Rewind as well. It's also a rematch.
That's a rematch of them playing every night online, as well as every tournament that's ever happened.
That is true. Yeah. So we're going to get a look at, hopefully a smattering of different characters. It's just up to the players which ones they want to pick, so we'll find out.
Yeah, I was in the back area watching them play, and they were all playing different kind of characters. Rewind was talking about playing as Raiden, but who really knows when you get out there, and Sonic's probably used all 7 already.
Yeah, I imagine so. All right, well, let's go back up to the stage and see what's going on.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right, folks. Without further ado, let's introduce our first player from Montreal, representative Panda Global, Hayate. It's a battle for Canada, my friends. So good to see you. How pumped are you for Mortal Kombat 11?
I'm really pumped to come here and try the game, experience what it's like to play it, and I'm having a great time, and that's what's up.
All right, man. Excited to see your gameplay. Go ahead and take a seat. Let's introduce your opponent, hailing from Toronto, Beast Coast, Honeybee. Welcome, my friend. What do you plan to bring to this game, being such a huge Mortal Kombat fan?
Well, in the last game, I was known for playing Devora a lot. Since she's not here right now, I'm going to use Baraka and chop, chop, chop to victory.
Chop, chop, chop it is. Go ahead and grab your seat. We're going to give you a sec to get ready on the button checks as they choose their character. These 2 professional players have been competing in the Mortal Kombat scene for quite some time. We're going to give them a second just to check out and log in and get ready for our first matchup. In the character selection screen right now, there is Baraka, who we saw earlier today, featured in that beautiful presentation from Ed Boon. And you can see the menu right now, all of the different options these pro players go through to make sure they lock in what they need to be their best. And it looks like they're both ready. We're waiting for Hayate for his last button check here. Hayate ready? Honeybee ready? Gentlemen, let's get this match started. To the commentators.
Here we go. I am super hyped. Scorpion is the exact character I predicted Hayate would play.
Okay.
It makes perfect sense, because what do you think of Hayate? Crazy showmanship and mobility.
Yeah, excellent footsies as well, and I've already seen some good tools from Scorpion in that.
Yeah, one of the big things about this game is most of the characters use weapons, and they definitely use them well. Like, Scorpion now uses his sword more than he ever has, and he has excellent range. He's kind of been reimagined as a mid-range combatant.
So let's talk a little bit about how the game differs from MKX. What are some things to look for right off the bat?
One of the big things to look out for is the new meter system. There's now 2 stamina bars. There's defensive and offensive. And offense is what you use to do amplify your moves. Defense is what you use to do wake-up attacks or wake-up rolls or our new breakaway mechanic. And we have our first crushing blow. That's another one of the new mechanics.
Okay.
There are certain moves, 5 or 6 per character, where they have different properties. For example, doing the move 3 times in a row, or countering a high attack, or punishing a move, and you will get that X-ray effect, and they do a ton of damage.
Oh man.
Eye-popping damage, mind-blowing damage. And they also can have properties like they can pop you up or restand you. They are significantly better versions of those moves when you get the crushing blow effect.
So that meter, just to be clear, it just comes back on a timer? It's
Correct.
not related to anything
There's
else?
no longer meter building by doing moves or taking chip damage. It's on a timer. You can almost think of it like a cooldown.
Okay.
And it is a very fast cooldown if you've only used 1 bar, so you definitely should feel welcome to use your amplified moves a lot, but if you have none right now, you can see he would not do this amplified teleport.
Right.
Oh, you can see Baraka jumping that back one. Very smart.
I started to read that teleport, I think, right there. But you can see, is that back 1, I think you told me?
Yes, back 1 is the sword move.
Yeah, incredible button right there.
Yeah, it's a lot of the characters play their best at that kind of mid-range.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. I gotta tell you guys, I don't know if you could hear that in the way that I could, but I have big old headphones on my ears right now, and each one of those little blood driplets I feel like was in my head.
Our audio department does an amazing job of making something gross, like 10 times gross.
It was
the
definitely
squishing
gross.
is so nasty.
Yeah. So talk to me a little bit about movement in this game. Seems like run is not there.
Run is completely gone. Instead, we really wanted to make walking one of the key things, a very kind of old school 2D fighter feel. You can actually dash, but the dashes don't really go that far, and they have a lot of recovery, so they're mostly used to, like, maybe when you hit a Sub-Zero freeze to get there quickly, or if you want to take the risk because they have a lot of recovery. Walking is really the name of the game, in my opinion. You can cancel a dash with a block or an attack if you want, reminiscent of MK9, but it's not nearly as effective as it was back then, where you would kind of dash block rapidly to get in. You really have to think to get in,
I see.
which then goes with what I'm saying about the normals having so much range. So the normals have a lot of range at mid-range, and everyone's using their weapons, but the walking is really strong, so you can kind of walk in and out of that range easier.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like already from about this range they can play footsies, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, Baraka uses his blades with his back too, and
yeah, that back 2 overhead is huge. Half screen.
Right. And one of the things we want to do is we definitely wanted to bring back the really exciting offense of MKX, but we've looked at the overheads and the lows, and they have a lot more risk-reward factor to them. Like, Baraka does have it's exactly what you said, it's like almost a half-screen overhead, but he's not going to get a combo.
Right.
Or Scorpion does have a low that can combo, but his overhead just splats you down.
Okay.
So it's going to be a lot rare to see, like, the really, really deadly mix-ups.
So we just saw a little short hop out of Scorpion. What's going on there?
Well, short hop is a new mechanic where you tap up, and it will crush any low attack or a throw, and then every character has attacks they can do out of it. They can either do a punch or a kick, and they're universal overheads that will splat you. So for example, if you predict that Baraka's going to try to throw you, you can do a short hop to actually go over the throw and then do a splat.
By the way, we're playing first to 3s, just so everybody knows. So potentially 1 game left here for Honeybee.
And Honeybee's just been dominated by Scorpion. He really hasn't got much going on in the back 1 range, which is going to be one of the tough things.
We also saw a couple of times in there, hopefully we'll see it again. The wake-up system, very different.
The wake-up system is drastically different. So now you don't do special moves on the ground like you used to do. Now you either hit up 3 or up 2, and you get access to brand new universal wake-up moves that are like just for wake-up attacks. So the up 3 will be an advancing move that kind of goes across the screen. They'll not knock you down. They'll just do a little bit of damage, but they are invincible. You can't be hit out of them. Very, very strong.
Are they safe?
They are. It's going to depend on the character.
Okay, okay.
They'll be safe.
There is some variation.
Then there's the up 2, which is an anti-air move, and that actually pops you up, but they're not invincible, but they'll beat jump attacks. So you kind of decide. And there you just see his up 2.
Okay.
He didn't get a combo, but when he has got more than 45 minutes, he'll be sure to do a combo.
For sure, yeah. Again, this is all brand new to them.
Oh, yeah. And there you saw Scorpion's up 3, where he just kind of slit his throat and didn't get a pop-up or anything. So one wake-up attack is fully invincible and is really strong, and you don't get much reward. One attack is higher risk, but you get great reward. And there was the wake-up roll, which is you tap forward or back and the flip stance button, and you get a fully invincible roll that goes forward or back. The only way to beat the invincible was the throw, and that is really, really strong.
It is throwable.
Yeah, yes, it's throwable. So you're not going to do any damage. It's not an attack, but you get out of dodge, and it's very, very good. And that's going to take 50% of your defensive stamina.
Okay, got it. It's looking pretty rough for Honeybee right here, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he really hasn't been able to get anything going. And Hayate's also playing so fast. And so now we see him kind of slowing it down. Oh, and that crushing blow is going to do big damage. He goes for the overhead.
Block that time.
Oh, good blocking. You can see the overhead. It does splat you and it has really good range, but it's kind of slow.
Right.
If you're really looking for it, you can react to it. Oh, there, he did get the punish. Nice, and now he's going to get a pop-up.
So did he get that because that was a punish?
Exactly. There's a lot of crushing blows where the requirement is to do a punish, and one of the neat things is you can only do the crushing blow once per game.
Got it.
So you see that 1-2-2 Baraka crushing blow, he got the pop-up, but that's the only time he'll ever be able to do that.
Okay.
So one of the big things in the meta in the game is deciding when you want to do your crushing blow and actually taking advantage of it. Honeybee looks utterly overwhelmed.
Yeah, well, that's basically how it went. So to be clear, each crushing blow can only be done once a game, right?
Yes, correct. While the character may have 5, he could do 5 in all one match, but he can only do one particular one time.
Got it, okay. All right, well, again, we're still figuring things out. Let's go back up to the stage to catch the next match.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right, folks, let's get ready for our next matchup. Please welcome from Brooklyn, New York, from Dynamic Focus, Gur. Always great to see you. You bring so much passion to your competitions. How excited are you to be here, Gur?
Very excited. I'm happy to see everybody, see all these new characters, new game. Just super stoked to be here. Very happy moment. I'm going to make the most of it.
All right, go and have a seat and get ready. Let's introduce your competitor from Texas, currently a free agent, Scar. One question, Scar. Sonya or Scarlett?
Scarlett.
That's what I want to hear. Go ahead and take a seat, folks. We're going to see this fan favorite from Mortal Kombat 9 make a return with one of the best players on the planet. We'll give these players a second to double check their button checks, see what they need to do in order to maximize their potential in this game. And remember, they've only had a couple hours playing this game, but it shows how long they have spent playing previous NetherRealm titles to pick up the intricate differences we see in the gameplay compared to Mortal Kombat X. We'll give them a couple more minutes here as they flip through the menu and set themselves up for success. Gur, are you ready? Gur is ready. Scar, are you ready? Let's do it. Gentlemen, match number 2 about to begin.
Now, this one's exciting for me.
Well, I'm really looking forward to Scarlett. I mean, she's back, but she's very different.
She might as well be a brand new character. I am all in on MK11 Scarlett. I think she looks amazing and plays
that's what I'm
amazing.
talking about. Enough about Scarlett. Let's talk about this dude right here.
So you immediately gravitated toward this character. You should probably tell everyone why, because he's very unique.
There's no doubt about it, yeah. So obviously he's the grappler. By the way, some other characters have that too. It's not just him, but
Baraka
he
also does have a command grab.
He does have a command grab. So Garrus has a really strong command grab that goes really far. Corner carry is excellent. He has some good buttons, and man, some of his there is the command grab, and you see how long he holds you.
It has the unique property where if he's near a wall, he then makes a sand wall and throws you into it.
It does a lot more damage when that happens as well. He has little kind of Atrocitus sort of semi-zoning, as you saw right there. He also has some crazy stuff in the variations, and I'm not sure which ones he ended up with here, but he's got some real nutty tools, let me tell you.
He has a rewind time move. He has a move where he can actually remove time from the clock. He is a very, he's like a hybrid character of a weird kind of trap character, and then with the command grab.
Yes. Yeah, very, very funky design. But these buttons right now out of Scarlett, the range is incredible.
Scarlett is the footsie's queen, the mid-range queen, in my opinion. She uses blood to conjure weapons, and they all have excellent range.
Oh, hold on here.
Multiple projectiles, and there's the fatal blow.
So when you're down below a certain percentage of life, you get access to the fatal blow.
Yes.
And it is a huge amount of damage, as you can see, round-winning damage.
It is big damage, and they have armor. And armor's not as prevalent as it has been in previous games. You're really gonna have to use your mid-range to just avoid stuff. So the fatal blow is gonna be one of the best ways to have armor. It is not tied to your stamina bar at all,
right?
Which means you don't have to use your resources. In previous games, you'd have to give up all your resources to do an X-ray attack. Now with Fatal Blow, you're free to use it if you have 30%, which just inherently makes them so much more powerful.
Sure, yeah, you'll get it every game, every round.
The catch is, once it hits, you can't use it again. So one of the meta of the game is going to be decide, do you want to make a comeback in round one, like we just saw? Gur will never have his Fatal Blow again, now that he's used.
Oh, in the whole game?
In the whole game.
Oh, I thought it was rounds. Wow. That is really big.
So they are absolute game changers that are extremely strong, but you only get the one cash in.
That was his command grab. Same one, it's just at the wall, like Bit was saying, it's a little bit different.
And he can hold the button to throw them even further, like carry them even further.
Oh, now the Fatal Blow's there for Scar.
And that's the crushing blow. That
oh my God, look at the damage!
So the way that one works is, the last hit's an overhead of the string. If you duck block, you get the crushing blow. He also has a low where he does sand trap. So it's a 50-50. If they think you're gonna do the low sand move, they duck. And if they get hit by that overhead, they lose 40% of their life because of the crushing blow.
You're telling me his mix-up?
His mix-up has a crushing blow in it. But
okay,
like Fatal Blow, he
character.
only can use that once per game.
Right.
So that's one of the fun things about crushing blows. Do you want to go for that mix-up now or later?
I see, okay.
And we'll see, Gur basically made a crushing blow and a fatal blow comeback right there out of nowhere. They do massive damage.
Yeah, you can really see that. I guess as the opponent, you really got to pay attention.
Combos in general in this game are significantly shorter than they've been in the past, and they do less damage. And they kind of, that damage you would get by doing the cinematic moves.
Yo, did you see that combo this guy already has? What do we say, 2 hours of gameplay so far?
So one of the big things would be to use your crushing blow or your fatal blow to get damage instead of doing combos. That's not to say combos are not still a big part of the game, but they're going to be somewhat less prevalent. Like, there's less moves that combo without using an amplified move, or there's less strings that pop you up. It's going to be more about doing big damage in big chunks.
Okay, here we go. Can you get in there in time? No.
Yeah, and Scarlett, she has like 4 different projectiles, so...
Yeah, and if you're Scarlett, there's not much reason to do anything else, just holding onto the space right here. But gotta pay attention to that fatal. Oh, okay. Fatal blow was available. Didn't end up coming up.
Scarlett is a good example of how the offense works in this game. Her back 2 is that scythe move that's an overhead, but it does not pop you up, and it is unsafe if blocked.
Okay.
But then her back 3-4, that can pop you up in the corner. So she has a low that can pop you up, but she does not have an overhead.
Uh-huh. Oh, he's really found a good tool.
Oh, good jump.
Probably looking for command grab. Didn't come. And Scar right back to the zoning. You can see, look, the frustration is still here. One of the things I really love about MK11 so far is that these characters that you've shown on this character select screen are very different. So you have the credible zoning coming out of Scarlett. From Garrus, you have really cool command grab mix-ups. He's got some other funky stuff as well, like we were talking about. Really good variations. Fatal blow. It's there.
Yes, and then we'll also have characters like Sub-Zero, who has great some of the best offense in this version, which is unique. Sub-Zero, typically you think of him as a very slow defensive character. I really don't think he is in this one.
He's quite different, yeah.
And Sonia's also has really, really good mix-ups. You know, Gur always had a lot of heart as a player.
Looking pretty confident up there, and I'm really glad that Gur went with the big body. You know, he in Injustice 2, as the game progressed, he moved away from Bane and the command grab characters he traditionally used. So I'm happy to see him back.
Yeah, I was very happy when I went him back there that he immediately had picked Geras. It really seems good for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very, very hyped to see Scar play Scarlett. One of the fun things about the development of this game, since we didn't reveal it, you know, earlier, was sitting there waiting. I can't wait to see some of these, you know, which pro player is going to play which this character. And I knew Scar was going to lose his mind, because in MK9 he came in late, and he was the best Scarlett in the world at one point. But Injustice came out, and he never really got the chance to like get an Evo top 8 or an MLG top 8, even though he was very talented even back then.
So at the beginning of this round, we saw that it said first hit. What does that do for you now without meter in the same way?
There is no more like first hit bonus. You do not get anything because meter recharges on its own, and you always, unlike typically, you do not. You actually start with all 4 of your bars.
Oh dang! The combo out of the wake up. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, that could have been cool. He'll get there. He'll get there.
Gur does have his fatal blow. We'll see, though. Now, at this point, though, the round is going to be very hard to win, so it might be wiser to save it unless he gets a few hits in, and then it would kill.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Just goes for the sweep to seal it. Yeah, I really like the mind game of that, having to think even as the person using the tool, if you should use it now or you should save it for the next round, or what?
It's definitely one of my favorite things that we've added to the game. Oh, wow.
What's the condition on that?
The condition on that, I believe, is 2 counter hits with that move in a row.
Okay, I was going to ask what counter hits do, but I guess, do they help with that?
Counter hits are typically used in crushing blows, otherwise it just lets you know that you hit a counter hit, but a lot of them are tied to that.
Okay, yeah.
And that's the same when you see punish come up, that it was a guaranteed punish, and a lot of those are crushing blows. Like, for example, that right there, if that had hit as a counter, it would have got the crushing blow.
Got it. Look how long he holds it. We see that?
He's holding them like they're a small child.
Yeah, they are compared to that big boy. And right back to a range where he can control things. He's got good buttons. Maybe not in this matchup, but typically it seems like that's true. Okay, okay, here it is.
Excellent use of the fatal blow.
He was about to lose if not.
Right. And that's definitely going to kill. Now again, that means Gur did steal that round, but he will not have it in the final round, and Scar still has his. So that means in the end of game scenario, like right there, Scar will have a huge advantage heading into this final round.
Hoping to see some forward movement from there. Now those I'm not sure what to call it. It's not puddle, that thing. You have to aim that, right? That is not tracking?
It is not tracking. He has close, medium, and very far. And you can see when he amplifies it is when he gets that hourglass, and it's letting you know the other one's going to come out. So you can see what Gur's kind of doing. You put it out there, then do other moves, walk in, walk back, and then it's going to go. And Scar knows he can't get in.
Mm-hmm. Well, we were talking about whether Gur could make another comeback. It doesn't seem like he needs it right now. It's all on Scar.
Now Scar does have access to the fatal blow. Oh. Now it is on a cooldown. He did not lose it since it was blocked, but it's a significant cooldown.
Still available? Woo!
And it just came back. Unfortunately, it's too late.
So then you do have access to it more than once.
If it's blocked or whiffed.
Okay.
Once it actually connects, it's used.
Okay. Wow. Now, we've only seen it come up a couple of times, but talk to me about how throws and throw techs work. Are they the same as in previous Mortal Kombat?
Throws are very reminiscent of MKX and MK9. You use the opposite button to break them. They have a forward and a back one. A lot of crushing blows are actually tied to throw, and the requirement will be if the opponent techs the wrong way, you get the crushing blow, and they do bigly damage. Like Scarlett has one, so her throw can do like 30% if you tech wrong.
Oh, sick, okay.
It's pretty awesome.
So as the defender, almost riskier to try to tech in some situations.
Well, That's exactly it. And you could actually, if you think they're going to throw, do an uppercut, because that would trigger the counter-hitting high attack for the uppercut crushing blow.
Wow, all right.
So it kind of works both ways, actually, of how risky throws can be.
Interesting.
Oh, he had gone for the interactable. You can still amplify interactables to get armor. It's one of the few ways that has armor in the game.
Okay.
However, normally an interactable takes 50% of your defense. If you amplify it to get armor, it takes 50% of offense and defense. Armor across the board is significantly lessened than it was in previous games. A lot of characters only have armor on their Fatal Blow or a handful of moves.
So they're both finding pretty good strings right now and making the opponent block a lot. Is there anything that they could be doing about that?
Yes, one of the new mechanics is flawless block. It's if you block an attack at the last second within just a couple of frames, chip damage is significantly reduced and you actually break out earlier, and it allows you to punish things or recover faster than you normally would.
Okay.
It's a very hard mechanic. It's meant to be kind of, you really have mastered the timing and you really know your opponent well, but it can save your life. Like, if you're about to die by chip damage, it can save you. You also, if you reversal a move with flawless block, you have access to your wake-up attacks. So the up 2 or the up 3 that uses your wake-up attacks, you can do as a reversal. So I'll give you an example.
Oh, after blocking.
Right. Like if you do Sub-Zero slide and I block it, if I flawless block, I can then reversal up 2 and get the pop-up attack.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Like a great example would be Scorpion's Enhanced Teleport is safe on block. However, if I have the timing, if I've mastered, if I have Sonic Fox-like reflexes, I can flawless block the teleport, and I can actually get a punish when normally I cannot.
Okay.
And this is like basically a dead even match. They're both playing their characters pretty impressive for how little time they've had.
Yeah, I feel like they are developing even as we're watching them right now. We're seeing some cooler pressure out of both.
Yeah, they're both mixing up their zoning well, and you pointed out earlier, like they understand their block strings up close.
Okay,
oh,
wake
there
up
you
tap.
go. So that was the up 3 one where she doesn't really get significant damage or a knockdown. It's just more of a get off me tool.
And is that safe?
It depends on the character.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sick. Okay.
Oh, and there he went for his temporal advantage move, which is interesting because while it combos, he freezes time, he cannot 2-in-1 into it.
It also takes one of his stamina bars.
It does, right. There are certain moves or cancels that'll take stamina.
So it's not like he needs to enhance it, it just does that.
It just does that, that's why he can't 2-in-1.
God, that was an anti-air, jeez.
And the way that move works is the opponent is frozen and doesn't do a reaction. So obviously, typically an uppercut would knock you away. That won't. And they are both within Fatal Blow. So this is the scramble I'm so excited for in tournaments.
Oh, we saw Scar try it, but it was blocked, and now he's at match point. Grr, patient right there. I like the anti-air. Wow, he teched it.
Scar's getting a big combo. Now there is a wall run interactable here that Gur could use, and Gur has never done seen a wall run that he hasn't used. There you go. Gur is definitely probably the interactable master in the scene.
Yeah, known to be one of those.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, armor. The tongue not connecting.
And that tongue is a really, really good move. It has really good recovery. That's my favorite of her zoning tools.
Looking good for Scar. We got Fatal Blow now for Gur, though.
Oh.
He tried.
He tried. The armor does not activate for a few frames.
Okay.
So while it's very good armor and it's a good tool to have, it's not foolproof.
Oh, that might be about it. Yeah.
That's going to be it.
Scar takes it. Well, that's a really good back and forth, and I love seeing the display of footsies from both. I like seeing the different offense, the different timings. Very cool. I'm really excited to find out more about how you trigger crushing blows. I think that's a super cool mechanic. That is something, along with the blocking option that you were talking about, that really requires knowing the game in depth.
Yes, crushing blows are definitely a lot of fun to learn the requirements, and I've now seen them probably 8 million times, and I'm still hyped, like every time.
So some of them are pretty sick. I saw some back there, yeah.
Like that Baraka arm one where you just bite your arm and a chunk of flesh comes out.
Man,
I was
tough.
getting hype watching the reveal trailer, and it's like I've seen it 100 times this week.
Yeah.
And I kind of got chills watching it in front of the crowd, and it's like I knew it was about to happen.
All right, well, something else you mentioned you'd really like to see is about to come up. It'll be Tweety versus Dragon. Let's go to the stage.
This one I can't be more excited for because you know the loser is going to their hotel room, turning off the lights, and staring at the ceiling. Like, these are too emotional. And they're going to deny it. They're going to deny it. They're going to, oh, this is an exhibition. I don't really care. I'm just here to learn the game. You know, I'm just preparing for tournaments. Nonsense. These guys get emo when they lose. It is going to be emo city in here.
I like how Dragon said that his MK11 main is unknown because, obviously. But Tweety went all in, claiming it was Jade.
I mean, who knows if she's in the
That
game?
was his
We'll have to
claim.
see.
Yeah, I don't know.
He only can pick from what we have now.
Of course.
I do know Dragon, at least when I was over there early, was very excited about Scarlett.
Okay.
Very, very excited.
Yeah,
Dragon and I have similar aesthetic characters we like, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, I think it makes sense play style wise. I think for both of these players,
it's a great fit.
They both are so strong when it comes to patient play. They can really out patient opponents. It's part of why I want to watch how this matchup goes, because they both have that ability. They're doing it with characters that they don't have very much time with.
Right. You're right that their play styles are extremely similar. It's why I think they're so strong at Injustice. When it's interesting that they didn't really play at their peak because Dragon took a break as Tweety ascended.
Yeah, that's true. Well, let's go up to the stage and we will watch it very shortly.
Thank you, gentlemen. Before we introduce our next matchup, I have an A10 headphone to give away from our friends at Astro. But I need the help of my mustache brother, Mr. Aquaman. If you could hand this out to one of the hypest crowd members out there. Thank you very much, sir. One of the pillars of the Mortal Kombat community. On that side, who will it be? On that side, who will it be? Three, 2, 1, go! All right, folks, we still got 2 more matches for you. Introducing our first player from Indiana, Simplicity Tweety. Oh, you gotta watch that footsie game, man. We love your gameplay, we love your personality outside of the game. How hyped are you for Mortal Kombat 11?
I'm about to mob. What's up?
You also got your lucky controller. Go ahead and take a seat. We'll get ready for your opponent to come on out. Ladies and gentlemen, from Delaware, currently a free agent, please welcome Dragon. He's already going to take a seat. He wants me to come to him for the interview. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I need you. Hey, so it's been a little while since we've seen you at tournaments, you know, being a champion and all that. Are you prepared to be a champion in Mortal Kombat 11?
Yeah. I mean, as you saw, I was ready to sit down. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to win. I'm just ready.
All right, let's get to it. We'll give you guys a couple seconds to get that button check prepared, and let's see which type of characters they're going to be bringing to the game today. A huge thank you to Ultra David and 16-Bit for some fantastic commentary, as these players are playing in these exhibition matches for the first time today. They've only had a couple hours with Mortal Kombat 11. We're going to give them a little bit of time to get set up here. I'm going to throw it over to the commentators as they break down more of what we can expect in this matchup. Gentlemen?
So, I'm trying to ask you all the questions that I can think of, try to get as much info out there as possible, but if anybody would like to know anything in particular, send a tweet to either of us, and we're happy to address as much as we can.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. So, Tweety is gotta be like everyone's favorite player in terms of hype, right?
In terms of personality hype?
Personality hype,
okay, maybe, yeah.
Here's what I like about Tweety. This guy complained non-stop that he didn't get into the Injustice 2 beta. And he told us that was the only reason he wasn't top the first year.
Okay.
And now, it doesn't get any earlier than this.
He's right there.
Literally on stage. It's the third set of competitive MK11.
Yeah.
So my point here is he's up against an Evolution champion and an MKX top 8 finalist.
Yeah.
Tweety, I don't know if he can hear, he has headphones on. You have to win this. You told us you would be top if you could play early. This is it.
You are not giving him an out, huh?
No, there is no out. He has to win this. But you know what I love about Tweety? He's thinking, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can't blow up Tweety for his confidence because he just owns it.
For sure, yeah, and he's made it clear that he can back that up.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, there's in MKX and Injustice 2, the end of those games, there's no question he was one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
And this is his first opportunity to be top early in a game's life, which is so important. There's, you know, you always want to be good early on and not have that, oh, you know, I came in late, I'm a, as he would say, necro. So he is hungry.
Okay.
Now, on the other hand, we have Dragon. Unquestionably one of the best Injustice 2 players. The dude won EVO.
For sure.
But he took a break. And like it or not, I think Dragon's a great guy and an immensely talented player. If you step away, you step away. You have to hold that. And
That's
now
true.
he's back. So this is a high-pressure situation for both these guys. They have a lot to prove right now.
Now, both of these players have liked to zone in the past, and you might think it's strange to see Baraka for somebody like Tweedy. But actually, that fireball is legit.
It's a mid, and it recovers very fast. Baraka, you know, a lot of people have this idea that he's this savage, that he doesn't know what's... like he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
No, he understands zoning. He's been in 2D fighting games for 25 years now.
That's
and he
true.
has come prepared. Oh!
Wow.
That did hella.
It really did. Yeah, and because that enhanced move is just tied to the stamina bar, you can use that pretty regularly. You don't need meter in a traditional sense for that.
Right, and you can just see there, he does 2 of them, and he's already built half a bar for another one. It's very, very strong.
Yeah.
Now, the nice thing about Scarlett's tongue, though, is she actually gets the knockdown. So if she
Right.
can get the life lead, she definitely has the zoning advantage.
Okay, trading it up, but you know what? Tweedy's got more life.
Right. Oh, good jump in.
Yeah, read it.
Now they're finally up close, and oh, excellent throw tag. You can see Baraka's forward 4 there is big, big range. Oh, chop chop. Chop chop has never been punished ever in 30 years. Everyone just talks about how they punish it, then they don't actually punish it.
You can enhance that twice.
He enhanced it twice for both bars. Now, Dragon just used his Fatal Blow, even though he might lose this round. So that could be an interesting gamble. Now, is Tweedy going to want to use his to close this out or just try to beat Dragon?
If he can. Well, doesn't even need it. Ooh.
Oh, that is the grossest thing.
That's
if
tough.
you look closely, the skin is wiggling.
Oh, all right. Oh, man.
I like how the brain's pulsating.
Yeah, it's still there. It's definitely still moving.
It's all right. Dragon doesn't think when he plays. I think he heard me and just kind of front like,
Yeah, he doesn't need that
it's all right.
brain.
Yeah, I didn't either. It's fine. I just jumped.
So yeah, those fireballs out of Tweedy, that really made a huge difference in the way that that first game went.
Yeah, I mean, Tweedy had the life lead pretty much the whole time, and Dragon, oh, and that's speaking of life lead.
Early, look at that damage.
I really like how much Tweedy's been using throws, too. Throws are always great in MK games. And now, smart, Tweedy immediately just goes for the zoning, and Dragon's gonna have a hard time because the life lead. Dragon's smartly just going in now.
Overhead on the end of that?
Yep.
Fatal Blow's already ready, and Tweedy, yeah, spending twice. He was ready for it. Down two's there.
Tweedy. I think this is Tweedy basically saying, you need to go back on your break, man. You need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Is Dragon going to put up with that, or is he going to wake up here?
Caught in the corner. Oh, he kept it going?
He's kept it going. It never ended. Oh. All right, there we go. Dragon's going to get something going. Oh, no. And now Tweedy's going to go back to zoning Baraka.
Yeah, expected the jump perfectly. This is somebody who's been playing the Fireball and Anti-Air game for a while.
I mean, and with his Starfire was just amazing.
Yeah.
That was her wheelhouse.
A little bit of harassment, big jump boots, and again, this is all Tweedy. Dragon's in big trouble.
Yeah, you can see Dragon's having a really hard time dealing with that Blade Spark being a mid.
Yeah.
And this is in the early, you got to hand it to Tweedy, figuring out something real cheap, real fast, and now Dragon's going to have to adjust to that if it's just one more game.
Look, that's how it is when you have been playing the game for 2 hours and you try to decide who's the best.
Yeah.
It's not long-term strats. It's what did I find that's wild today?
And Dragon is very good at adapting, very good at, Dragon's not nervous right now. He's thinking, Now, what the hell am I going to do about
looking
this
for
fireball?
solutions on it,
Right.
yeah, for sure.
The only problem for Dragon is time. Now he's going to have the life lead. Oh, the tongue.
Might try going in a little bit more.
Now we're going to see Tweety's going to have a hard time zoning now because he's so low on life. Well, maybe not for long.
Yeah. Okay, perfect jump timing.
Almost got the combo.
Fatal blow's ready, though. You see Dragon instantly just blocking a lot. Doesn't want to take a risk on that.
Yeah, very, very smart.
Trying to get back in,
punish.
Tweety.
Now, Chainsaw's in play. Chainsaw interactable, you can use it from full screen and you throw it, or up close and it goes into a crushing blow.
Yeah, I really like this change from Dragon. There's a lot more pressure from him. Is that an overhead? The tongue?
The tongue is not, no.
Okay,
The tongue is a mid. However, it is very, very good on block. It's a great zoning tool.
Awesome hitbox on the spark as it went forward.
I really like Tweety going for the throw because Brock is going to kick her full screen, and now with his lead, he can go back to his wheelhouse here.
This is where he wants to be. Walking up, maybe looking for a jump, nothing came.
Oh, big punish.
Oh, hey, one question I have. Can you combo out of like crouching non-string buttons?
Like a down one special canceled into a tongue?
Yeah.
Yes, that will combo.
Okay, okay. Oh my god, he kept it going still.
And Tweety's on set point here. He's after
been a blow
his
up.
snack. It's kind of rude of him to litter. This is the Fight Club here.
They're getting some space. But, you know, I often think the Dragon wants that space. It's just that in this matchup, it hasn't been working out.
Right. Yeah, I think Dragon definitely seemed to have focused on zoning with Scarlett and has been caught off guard by how good Baraka's zoning is.
Exactly, yeah. But, okay.
There's the blood ball.
Does that give you a combo opportunity?
It does not. It's just a lot of hit advantage.
Okay.
The variation he chose to use, though, he can actually make the blood ball slow or fast by amplifying. So he could put on a slow blood ball and kind of follow behind it or mix up the speed.
Man, something about the hand at the start of that thing.
Part,
oh my god, the hand part's the worst.
It's absolutely gruesome. It just makes it so real that you're like, wait, stop.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow, okay, out of the air.
Dragon has fatal blow. We'll see if he wants to go for it. Oh, he tried to punish it and got caught up.
Is it going to do enough? It's not. But very close. Any anti-air? He waited.
Oh, he had it. He had it. Oh, Dragon's panicking.
Oh,
jump, that'll be it. And Dragon is still alive.
Oh, let him
barely.
see it. Yeah, let him see it. There it is.
That could not have been closer for Dragon. And that, we were just talking about adaptation. All he's got to do is 2 more games like this.
Yeah, there was definitely more offense. So, like we said, these are 2 of the best in the world, and they're gonna adapt on the fly.
Right.
They're gonna change.
Now we'll have to see. Does Tweety have anything beyond that mid-range and throws? This will be our first competitive getting to meta 2, maybe. And they're both just going in.
Is that a crushing blow, or is it just animated to zoom in?
That is a crushing blow.
Okay.
That is if she does the move as a punish or a counter, she'll get it.
Okay. I see, yeah, not an overhead, but just super useful in space control.
There's also a very far version, a low, close, medium, and far, so it's great.
Okay.
It's also great to end block screens. She's pushed back so far. Oh,
it hits?
That is actually an overhead.
Oh, it is? Wow.
Yeah.
Ah, it's still in there. Oh my god. Her hand is still attached.
I absolutely love the flag part. My favorite thing about the flag, if you can listen, is there's a war drum or a war horn every time he puts it down.
Yeah.
I like to imagine he has a Tarkatan like war band, got like a hype man right in the foreground that's like Mad Max Fury Road, that dude that's just playing guitar, like that's his job. Baraka has one of those guys. One of his variation moves he can choose, he actually has different flag moves, like he can plant it or actually hit it with you, and you could see that in Ed's gameplay breakdown earlier.
Yeah, I was trying that out. That gives extra damage onto buttons if he's near the flag.
You can really radically change your character with the variation system. There are all kind of wacky moves, like
Oh, you mentioned it earlier, but Baraka also has a command grab variation.
Yes, Baraka has a mid-screen command grab where he actually jumps and leaps at you. If he can choose to equip that if he wants. Scarlett has several different debuff and buff moves. She can make it rain blood from the sky, and if she's standing in it, she gets a damage boost. There's all kind of variation moves you can choose from.
There you go. Oh, come on, man. Okay.
And Tweety's gonna take it. It was a pretty close set towards the end.
It was, and like we were talking about, we did start to see some adaptation, but it just wasn't enough. Okay, I think she's dead, yeah.
Oh, she's definitely dead.
She's gone.
We have a mild pop-off from Tweety.
Yeah, like you were mentioning before, you know, he and Dragon have had different paths. Dragon hasn't been playing quite as much in the last year. Tweety, the opposite. I mean, he's been grinding, and he did fantastically in Injustice as a result.
But the wonderful thing about the tournament scene is there is always a next day, and Dragon is a pro. He is back. That means he is all in. I expect him to do really well this year.
No doubt. I think for both of them, yeah.
Right.
We have a replay. Let's go back and check it out. Yeah, you're right. Her face was wriggling. I saw it.
Yeah, it's very, very gross. Every time I see it, it's kind of gross.
Yeah. That's everybody's reaction.
Yeah,
that was definitely my reaction the first time I saw it. Yeah. It's kind of tough. Still going on back there. But very, very cool again to see that this character, Baraka, plays maybe in a way that many didn't expect. I didn't expect it. I thought, like you were saying, I thought he'd be more pressure heavy, and I guess maybe he has that variation, but this was not what we saw here.
Yeah, and you can make Sub-Zero very, very defensive if you want, or you can make him like a mix-up character. You can, you know, again, we talked about Geras having very radically different moves. He can be like a zoning trap character or focus on the grapple. He can actually replace his grapple move with a combo starter. So he can actually, normally Geras isn't really a combo character. He can actually just get rid of the grapple, and then he has the sand move that he gets big combos instead. So you can kind of mix and match depending on how you want to play.
Ooh, coming up next will be Rewind versus Sonic Fox. Look at those ages. Do you see those numbers down there?
I mean,
what happens if you add those numbers? Are we about at 16-bit Ultra David levels?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah,
Every time I see these, like Rewind is literally still in high school.
That is true. That is true. All right, well, let's go up to Josh, who's going to have some words with the players.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right, it is time for our final pro exhibition match. Let's welcome our first player from Las Vegas, Noble Rewind. Rewind, we've seen your career explode these last few years with NetherRealm Games. Are you prepared to continue going up and up and up in Mortal Kombat 11?
I expect myself to rise to the top. Number one.
Number one, take a seat. Let's get ready to bring out your opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, from New York, the current reigning champion of NetherRealm titles, Echo Fox, Sonic Fox! Sonic, you're the fan favorite, the people's champion, and the reigning champion. Are you prepared to defend your title in Mortal Kombat 11?
Hell yeah, what the hell?
Hell yeah, take a seat. Let's get started. Great to see you. And as always, folks, these two players will sit down, go through the button checks, and confirm they are good to go to maximize their potential with these characters. Back in MKX days at the Fatal 8, Sonic Fox wowed everybody with Aaron Black. We've seen Rewind use a number of different characters throughout his career, but this could be anybody's game in our final pro exhibition match. Let's see who they're gonna pick as they go through the button checks. And as you'll notice on the menu, you have these intricate menu options to customize your play, including release check, alternate control, and other options that you'll be familiar with from other NetherRealm titles. Sonya Blade looks to be the selection from Sonic Fox. And Raiden from Rewind. Rewind, are you ready? He's ready. Sonic Fox is ready. Let's get this final match started. To the commentators.
David, I have a scorching hot take.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
Okay.
And this may be bold, and I might get blown up for it, but I'm going to do it because I'm about hot takes.
Okay.
You are a student of the history of fighting games, correct? Here's my statement. I want your answer.
Okay.
Sonic Fox is the most talented player to ever pick up a pad over Tokido and Daigo. Raw, I'm not saying length of time playing, results, just raw talent.
Look, give me a few more years. Give me a few more years, and I'll let you know the answer to that. But right now, yeah, he's on the very, very short list of all time. Absolutely already on that list.
That said, if there is anyone that can beat this guy in another NetherRealm game, it is his close friend Rewind.
Yeah, they play a lot, for sure.
These guys play constantly.
Yeah. They were the grand finals of the Injustice 2 Pro Series grand finals.
Now, Rewind playing Raiden is actually no surprise. That's who he played in NKX, and he wasn't as well known. He really blew up in Injustice 2, but NKX has had a resurgence. He's been bodying people with Displacer Raiden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this character seems a little bit different. It seems maybe a little bit more like Zoning and Footsie's character.
I would definitely describe him as a Zoning or like Footsie character for sure.
Yo, this man is already pressing buttons between strings. For real, he just did that.
And this actually might kill.
Really?
Oh,
okay.
Very, very close. Now, Rewind is nutty enough to go for his crushing blow. Oh, wow! And there you see.
That was fast.
Now, that lightning move, he has a close, medium, and far version of that.
Okay.
He also has excellent range with his normals.
Yeah, even from this range, he can attack.
Yeah, he uses his staff in a lot of normals, and his punches and kicks have really good. His back one, too. Oh.
Wow. Was that maybe a wrong throw tech? Is that why there was a crushing blow? Okay. That makes sense. Okay, got it correctly that time.
Now, Sonya is a good pick for Sonic Fox. She, unlike a lot of characters, she doesn't use a weapon, so her range is some of the shortest in this version of the game, but she makes up for it with really, really good mix-ups. She has like a very long move list, and she has a lot of overhead and low mix-ups. They're all unsafe, but she makes you guess constantly. Like, her back 1-2 there, the second hit's an overhead, and then she has a low to complement it, so she's very much a high-risk, high-reward mix-up character, and Sonic's so good at predicting how you're going to block and mixing you up. It's a great character for him.
That definitely makes sense to me.
Unfortunately for Sonic, he's having a lot of trouble actually getting going because Raiden is so good in the mid-range. Raiden is also a character where the custom character variation really sets him apart. He has his classic moves you'd expect, the teleport, the Superman, but he has a lot of, like Geras, very wacky moves. He actually has a stance where he starts hovering in the air. We showed it to you, and he has like 4 different moves out of it.
Yeah.
He's got a move that's, he actually puts his staff into the ground and it's planted, and then he can do his lightning moves to bounce off of it. A lot of kind of trap or setup moves if he chooses to use those.
Now, at the end of the last round, when he was going for the chip-out kill, was there anything that Sonic could have done? Is there like a push block, or is there anything in that sense?
There's the flawless block, where chip is dramatically reduced and you get a reversal. So that's kind of how you would want to push block in this game. And so it's very high skill survivability.
If you block one hit of a string and the next hit of the string, do you have to continue to input the...
You do not. You can hold block and you'll still get the reduced chip thing. So if you're good enough to get it going, you know, you can survive stuff you'd normally be killed by.
What if you block the first hit of a string regularly? Can you then do the special timing block for the second hit of it?
It depends on how big the gap is in the string.
Okay.
I can't remember off the top of my head what the frame, you know.
Okay,
the nerds can look into that minutia later.
For sure.
But yeah, there will be scenarios where there's enough of a gap and you can flawless block the second hit and then punish it.
But not on a tight string.
Right.
It's a pretty slow chase down for Sonic Fox, as you can see. I mean, those buttons out of Raiden are big.
Right.
Yeah, very fast forward movement.
Now, Sonic Fox has figured out, though, her onion rings are actually really, really, really good in this game. They recover really, it's kind of like Baraka, where they're surprisingly, you normally wouldn't think of her onion rings as being super, super strong, but they are great in this.
Okay. And we saw briefly, I don't know if we've seen it actually connect, but Raiden has a huge anti-air, gigantic forward range on that.
Oh, that shot's so good.
Oh, man.
Now, this really shows the Fatal Blow mechanic here because he has now made this comeback, but Sonic is now in Fatal Blow territory.
Right.
And she has an overhead and a low that can link into it, so Rewind could be in a ton of trouble if Sonic gets in. And Sonic got in. He might go for it.
Keeping it safe,
no,
looks
he's just
like.
going for the pressure. Oh, there he went for the low.
Was that a low? Yeah.
That was a low, yeah. Yeah, Sonic's doing a really good job just kind of getting the mid-range, then blocking. Oh, big jump in.
Target down.
Okay, let's
now
see what he got.
How Rewind tries to get out of the corner.
Dang, look at the damage already.
The short hop. It's so impressive that these guys, I mean, these guys are Evo champions. They are already using a mechanic like that.
Main combat out of the rings.
Oh.
Okay, but Rewind can't afford that right now. He's too low on life.
And Rewind's just one, basically throw or low, even in chip damage
was a
territory.
punish, even okay. Okay, there he goes.
Calling in air support.
Oh.
My favorite detail here is the intestine attached to the blade.
Now, since we've been seeing a lot of projectiles, talk to me how the flawless block works against projectiles.
Basically, it's exactly the same. If you block it, at the last second, you're not going to take the chip damage. You're going to recover a lot faster. So you could definitely use that if you're really getting zoned out to block one perfectly. And obviously, it'll be easier to flawless block a projectile since you see it's coming.
Going back to the zoning game, again, we've seen a lot of this coming out of Raiden.
And, I just saw you asked for questions on Twitter, and someone asked, are there brutalities?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Okay.
I don't know. That's something I would ask players here. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't know the answer to that.
They were definitely a cool feature in MKX. I hope they're back.
Okay, okay. Some pressure now from Sonic Fox as he moves forward.
Yeah, and Sonic Fox is definitely adjusted here after that first game. Oh, that mace is in play, though. Let's see if
the
he goes for
interactable mace.
And remember, you can amplify an interactable to get armor. It's one of the few ways you can get armor in this game, so it's pretty useful.
Okay.
Oh, that crushing blow is probably killed.
What was that?
I believe that one is if you block the first, try to flawless block the second, and you fail. I believe.
Wow, okay. That gets pretty involved,
Don't like mortgage your house on that, but I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
And that did like a ton of damage.
But that's a super sick condition. So you have an incentive to not try, I guess. Very cool. If you're not exact with your timing.
Oh, good anti-air with the uppercut. Uppercuts are like really good in this game.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of characters have great hitboxes on it. That was the beginning of Superman right there, which you can cancel, actually.
Yes, you can actually delay the Superman. He kind of levitates, or you can cancel it. Now, you can't cancel it forever because it takes some of your stamina, but it's a pretty good fake out.
For sure, yeah. Rewind looking all right.
Sonic can steal this with Fatal Blow if he wants. Oh, nope.
That was an anti-air? That anti-airs?
Oh, that move just shuts you down. Like, you're not moving.
You can't jump through. So I thought that the hitbox was at the bottom of the screen, but it's the actual lightning.
Now, Raiden, it's not tracking. Raiden has to know close, medium, or far, but yeah, that's definitely a do not move, sir.
Wow.
And Sonic is really making hay with those rings. Oh, great tech.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are already teching each other's throws and playing patient in the mid-range.
Yeah, I really like watching Sonic just sort of move forward inexorably. It's not super fast each time, but you can see him consistently doing it.
What are these two friends going to do when they're not playing this game every day until April? Like, this flight is going to be such an emo flight for them because you know they're going to be hyped to play all day long.
Ready for the tech and had the right angle on it.
Oh, there you saw the amplified spear with the armor.
Oh, that's a good damage. All he needs is chip.
Sonic could easily.
Oh,
that
hold
could
on.
be a critical mistake. And Sonic's going to catch in that Fatal Blow.
Well, why not? If he takes one more hit of chip, he's done.
Yeah. Wait, that even might just kill.
No.
Almost.
Oh, okay, rewind out of there.
I forgot about the teleport.
Okay.
This is the classic Sonic Fox rewind set.
Yeah. Rewind didn't forget about the teleport. He was ready with that. And that's one of those situations where I guess you just don't have many other options, right? Or actually, you know, I'm not sure exactly how much life he had, but if he had blocked that perfectly, if he'd done the flawless block, could he have survived chip instead of...
We'd have to look. I'm guessing he still would have died. I don't remember exactly how much he had.
So that doesn't avoid chip death,
It doesn't avoid it completely or chip death, but it does do significantly less.
Okay.
It really does matter. I just don't remember that. Like, I have to see that again.
Okay, sure.
Wow, they're both at even life. Very good use of Raiden's teleport, which I absolutely love the animation. The way he turns around into it is super cool. I was going to say Rewind's hanging around by that mace knowing an amplify, but then he teleported away.
Right, yeah.
Oh, that's probably it. Nope, chooses not. Sonic chooses not to use the fatal blow there.
That's right, he could have done it, huh? I guess maybe he wants to save it for the next game if he has a life.
He must be confident he's going to win this round anyway, so we'll see if he does.
What a cool decision you have to make.
Yeah, it's very, very cool meta.
And he did, so he was right. He was right. So now if he's in a bad spot, or if he could just seal the game,
he'll still have
he will do that.
And since Rewind used it, but it was blocked, he'll have it again. It only cashes out if it actually hits.
Got it.
Very good zoning from these two.
Do you know if that's advantage, that big moving forward kind of red punch? I don't know what button
I honestly don't remember.
Okay. Again, that slow. Oh, that's the anti-air I was talking about. Oh my God, the range on it is absurd.
The lightning bolt is the hitbox, so yeah, you can even hit jump back. So Raiden is so good on the ground, and he can really mess you up for trying to jump.
He seems really strong.
Yeah, I think Raiden. I think this is the strongest iteration in many games, in my opinion. He's great.
Cool.
I also really love personally how tall and huge he is.
Yeah, he's cool looking for sure.
Like, this is in the MK1 lore, it actually is mentioned that he was extremely tall, and I don't think we've ever really shown how big he is. He is a big god.
Oh, you did go for the low, and
Sonic's got it.
All right, ties it up 2-2. Going down to the end.
I think this is exactly what we expected from these two players.
Yeah.
Whoever wins, they're definitely going to hug. There's definitely going to be a hug. There's just no doubt there's going to be a hug. And I think Sonic Fox actually has a cold, so he'll transfer that with the hug to Rewind. They could be sick together while tweeting about how sick and OD the game is.
Really strong harassment by Sonic Fox, but now into the corner.
Oh,
was it a counter?
Great counter, yeah. That is her custom variation move that she has on this loadout. She has a high counter and a low counter.
Wow, that damage was wild at the end right there. So it's match point for Sonic Fox.
Let's see if Rewind chooses to zone it. Oh, teleports out the corner. Very smart. Oh, great anti-air. That was an MK9 style anti-air. That was good.
That didn't seem like a cancel either. That just looked like a link.
Sonic's in a lot of trouble. Is Sonic going to lose his first set? Is Sonic going to start his 11th career?
Ooh, the jam! Oh my God, it killed!
All right, here we go. Last round. We'll see if Sonic can clutch this out with a K.
Yeah, there he goes. The confirm from Rewind. He's got the corner.
Oh, that'll be a combo. You can actually mash 2 to keep that going, but Sonic's not doing it. He may want the restand, or he just doesn't know because it's early.
That is so good. That lightning, that angle that thing takes.
Sonic just inching his way in. Rewind doing a great job with the zoning.
Maybe a little panic on the teleport though. Confirm properly. And back to trying for the zoning game, but Sonic Fox is a big threat.
Oh, wow, that was a precarious jump. All right, we're going to end it with some brawling here.
Fatal Bowl's there. That was just enough life to get it, too. Great situation right now in terms of that resource for Rewind.
That was a very risky break.
Yeah, he was certain, though.
You know Rewind wants to hit that trigger because it will kill at this point, probably.
He might not.
But, he might not get the opportunity.
There still is the breakout. I don't know that we've even talked about that. It doesn't come up.
Didn't come out in time. It was just a few frames away from beat. Sonic Fox literally probably 3 frames or so from losing this exhibition. Well, that was a great set. That's exactly what you want from these two guys. That was super close. Here's a hot take for you. We're going to see this in many grand finals to come.
Well, let's go back up to Josh, who has a word with Sonic Fox.
Well, that was one hell of a series, but we have a request from chat. They want to see one more match. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for Tweety. This will be our final pro exhibition. Tweety will be facing off against Sonic Fox. Any words before we start?
I'm gonna try to mob, but that mix looks kind of good, bro. What the fuck?
It's a good mix. Go and take a seat. We'll get you down to the button checks. That was quite a series against Rewind, but Sonic Fox, you're gonna try to hold the title once again up here. Are you folks having a good time? We saw a lot of great gameplay. We saw a lot of great surprises. This is gonna be the final piece of our live broadcast. We thank everybody for tuning in. We still got a little bit more left to go as we showcase Mortal Kombat 11. Tweety is going to get his lucky controller connected and jump into the button checks. Sonic Fox is going to check the mix up and get ready himself. Let's see, he's going to choose the same character and what Tweety is going to bring to the mix. Here we go, back into the menus. And to the character select screen. Once again, these players will have time to check their inputs, make sure they're... Ooh, Tweety's gonna double check something here. Need some help from Aquaman here. Thank you, Mr. Aquaman. So far, we've seen Baraka, Sonya Blade, seen some Scorpion. I don't think we've seen any Sub-Zero yet. We've seen Raiden, we've seen some Scarlett, we've seen some Garrus. I'd love to hear from you online, social media, which characters you most excited to see so far in Mortal Kombat 11. All right, looks like we have the connection. Tweety is sitting down, and he's in the menu. Double checking the connection one more time. Looks like we're gonna go into the main menu. All right, we're gonna give Tweety a couple more moments here to get his controller set up. Sonic Fox, I'm gonna ask you real quick, how close was that Rewind matchup for you?
Oh, that was pretty close. If you didn't notice, he tried to fatal blow me, and if I got hit by that, I would have died. So I don't think fatal blows are armored, but I think they're quick. So what I did was check him, just in case he tried to fatal blow me, I killed him. I was like, yes.
And why I have you here, what are your thoughts on the fatal blows compared to the X-ray system that we saw in previous Mortal Kombat games?
They're definitely a lot more useful now. Like, it made me not want to use X-rays in the last game because like most of them were useless, and to me it was more important. Like now that system exists, it's like that's a big chunk of damage.
And do you think there's going to be a lot of strategy for players going in where they want to use the fatal blow in the first round or save it for the second round and trying to find out when is the best way to use it?
I think the best way to use the fatal blow is if it's going to secure you the game, especially if you're making a full life comeback.
Well, Sonic, thanks for your thoughts. We're going to give Tweety a couple more moments here. Let me kick it over to the commentators. We get this final matchup underway.
Now, Josh said that we haven't seen Sub-Zero yet.
Yes.
I saw a little bit of Sub-Zero in the back, but talk to me about how he is. Is he much different?
Yeah, he almost is a weapons fighter in this game. He uses ice swords and ice axes in a ton of his normal attacks. He has great range, good mix-ups. He has a low that can combo, an overhead that can combo. The overhead is unsafe, but still very, very good.
I heard that he doesn't have a move that he often has had in the past that has figured quite prominently in his game plan.
Ice clone's gone.
There's no ice clone.
There is no ice clone. Somewhere on the East Coast,
yeah,
there is a certain player who has just died.
It's frustrating.
He actually does have a new move, though, that functions kind of similarly that you can check out. The people here will check out. He has an ice orb move that's very, very cool looking.
Right. It seems to have a similar idea. Maybe not the same function because you can attack under it, and you can jump over a little bit more easily.
And that's one of his custom variation moves. So if you want to make a defensive, heavily playstyle one, you can. Other than that move, I think he has a lot of. He actually has a lot of zoning moves in this. He has multiple different projectiles he can use. He's very, very different, and I think he's very cool. I've always liked Sub-Zero, and I love playing him in this game.
I feel like I've rarely been interested in him, but I really like some of the changes in him. More of a projectile character. It's cool. So Tweety, of course, going back to the Baraka.
It makes a lot of sense. He did really, really well.
Uh-huh.
Now this is
Oh, that was because was she going for a throw?
She was going for either a jab or a throw.
Okay,
right?
so because that was an uppercut to beat a high attack.
Yep, you get the
crushing blow.
And usually with an uppercut, you just get a knockdown. Off the crushing blow, you get a full combo. So, you know, I said earlier that combos aren't as extensive as they used to be. Using that crushing blow, you're actually going to get like 40, even up to 50% if you use the crushing blow.
Wow, okay.
But once per game, so you got to really make it count.
Tried to get the second one. I think maybe if he hadn't enhanced that, he might have been able to recover in time, but took the risk.
Sonic going for the restand. And so far, we haven't seen a lot of zoning. They're just going ham. They're just going in.
Yeah, even Tweety hasn't really been zoning. He hasn't had that many chances. We'll see
This
if that
corner of the
comes up.
stage actually has 2 different interactables.
Oh, wake up forward roll. How about that? Okay, so as an escape, not just a defensive sort of moving backwards tool, but to get out of the corner.
Get out of the corner, right. Yeah, I think the wake up roll is very, very strong.
And as you were saying before, that's invincible to hits, but can be grabbed.
It can be grabbed, yes. And that includes command grabs. Like Baraka's command grab actually beats it, and that is the crushing blow requirement.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys are like on each other like glue, like they're the opposite of zoning.
Right. Okay, yeah, there's the wake up. Getting a little juggle out of it. Fatal blow's ready. Sonic Fox mentioned he thought that. Okay!
That's it.
Wow. As an anti-air juggle from across the screen, all that damage. That is crazy. So much damage.
Did Sonic mention that crushing, or sorry, Fatal Blow doesn't have armor? That's
what he said.
Correct. It's,
okay.
It's that the armor doesn't start up immediately.
Okay.
You have to wait a little bit. But he is right that they're very, very fast. The N2 attacks that lead to a Fatal Blow are very, very strong.
You can see it looks like Tweety's trying to find some ways to back up, get back, start the zoning again.
Right.
It's been hard for him.
Oh, good preemptive jump attack. That's Injustice fundamentals right there. And I love that Baraka has the classic MK2 drop kick.
Yeah.
That's exactly that Randy Orton, Bob Holly drop kick.
But jump attacks do work a little bit differently. For example, neutral jump punches don't launch in the way that they've done in the last couple of games.
Yes, they now are the same. Scorpion actually has a variation move he can equip that gives him the old school, like, volleyball bounce thing if he wants. Oh, it didn't kill.
Yeah, Sonic knew it. Sonic knew it.
Very good blocks from Sonic.
Really could have used a flawless block, I guess. He's caught in the corner.
Tweety can actually wall run off that dirty mattress. Nope, he's not going to have to. I like it, rolls away.
Man, this is relentless right now. Sonic Fox is making everything happen. Okay, yep. Didn't expect the second hit. Oh, it's just the kick though, so no bigger combo out of it.
Now we see the zoning. Now Tweety isn't doing exactly what he wanted to do, and Sonic's going to be in a lot of trouble. So
for sure.
Her range isn't the best, so she's going to have to either do her projectile back or kind of inch her way in.
Well, here we go.
She's got a knockdown.
Out of there.
Very smart of Tweety. Again, Injustice fundamentals there, using that wall run to get out of dodge.
Chip! No! Oh, he tried to go in!
I said it an hour ago, no one has ever punished Chop Chop ever in 30 years.
Well, you can keep it up. It's tricky.
It is. You see, everyone says, oh, Chop Chop's bad. You just punish it, it's bad, and then no one does. Oh, wow. Great scoop. That Baraka back forward 2 move is so quick. It's punishable, but that scoop is very, very fast. That's kind of like his MK9 blade charge, but significantly better.
Man, that jump kick has really been causing Sonic Fox problems. You see him trying to anti-air it a couple of times. They've both failed.
Oh, wow. Excellent whip punish from Sonic. He goes for the restand and goes for another mix-up. Both are in Fatal Blow. Here he's the scramble.
Tried it, but again, because it was blocked, he still has it again.
Yes, he will have it on a cool. You'll see when it comes out, and that's it.
Never
Down
mind.
back. Not that it matters, but Sonic's going to be up 2-0. Very close games, though. Tweety's holding his own.
Oh, yeah.
Calling in air support.
I think Tweety needs to call in air support and get Starfire in here.
even though that projectile's a mid, the way that Sonic Fox moves through it is so practiced seemingly. You know, it's like he's already had experience there.
What's scaring me right now is Sonic doesn't have his paws and he's still OD. Like, this isn't even his full form. He literally doesn't have his hands and he's still beating people. And they're both going all in again.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anybody really knows what is advantaged or not right now, right?
That
Just kinda trying it out.
that forward 4, that Sonya knee move is definitely one of her better mids. It's so fast, and it's awesome to see Sonic.
That said, punish.
Yeah, already has figured out some of her great close range moves, even with just this limited amount of time.
Yeah. Wow, look at this. This is a clinic right now by Sonic Fox.
Finishes it off.
Oh my God! Look at that. Look at that. This is. I mean, it's reminding me of the last time a Mortal Kombat game came out and Sonic knew the game instantly, right?
Right. Like the way he's using back one is just exactly what you want to do with her. Like he basically figured out Sonya's fundamentals in like 4 minutes.
Right.
He just thinks so fast. We'll see though. Tweety has made these games competitive, so.
Yeah, he's not getting, or hasn't been getting smoked, although you might say this game's a smoke.
Excellent roll. Sonic's going to reverse it, and Tweety's in a ton of trouble here.
Yeah, that roll was okay, but okay, here he goes.
Got him. Now, Sonic might be in Fatal Blow territory himself right now, or it's going to be very close. Very close.
Not quite, but still, if he finds the right hit, it's over.
And
he did, and Sonic Fox ends up taking it in a sweep 3-0.
I think Sonic just let Tweety know, look, bud, this is MK, and when it comes to Mortal Kombat, I am the champ.
I gotta tell you, I really enjoyed seeing the different styles that we saw among the characters. We saw that it was a slow, kind of patient offense, mix-ups up close from Sonya. We saw very strong zoning out of a couple of the characters.
Scarlett, Baraka.
That's right. We saw some cool command grab mix-ups as well as some time freezing stuff out of Garrus. I'm really liking what the variety is shaping up to be. There's only a few characters in there, but they're all quite different.
And then with the custom character thing, you can actually, again, like Garrus, you can make him not a grappler and make him a combo zoning character. Or Scorpion actually has some debuffs and buffs, and Scorpion has a stance, a really cool, he sheaths the sword like a samurai, and then he has multiple moves out of it. So, and that leads to like 50-50s and stuff. There's all kind of stuff that we haven't even seen yet, because they were just using the default variation 1 here.
Yeah.
Everyone on the show floor, you're gonna, make sure you check out the streams that our content creators are doing and look at the tweets and all that, because there's all kind of content in the game with the custom variation thing that we didn't even showcase.
That's true, and these variations that they were showing were kind of the more digestible variations, right? The weird stuff was not necessarily what we saw on screen, even though, again, there was a really good variety there. The weirder stuff is remaining to be seen.
Just because they didn't have a lot of time, we kind of had them use that default one, and it's like a lot of the bread and butter kind of moves. Like, for example, you can actually have a loadout where Sub-Zero doesn't have slide. He can have a bunch of. He actually has this really cool move where he shoots a bunch of ice darts, and it's like.
I did see that.
He has a big mid projectile where he waves his arms and shoots a giant full screen projectile. So you can use a zoning Sub-Zero. So if you are an old, washed up old guy and you have slow reactions and no footsies, you can make a zoning Sub-Zero.
Okay.
I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about anyone else.
I see. Yeah. And in that one, you don't have the ice, not clone, ice ball. I don't know what it's called.
Or you can make a pure offensive Sub-Zero if you want. It's pretty much up to you.
Yeah, I mean, and I had a chance to experiment with things a little bit, and I got to say, I really like how different each of the characters can feel. They can feel very, very, very different.
Yeah.
I spent most of my time with Garrus, and even that character, you better believe it, I did not give up the command grab. All right, I was playing the command grab. But even with that, the other options he has, taking 30 seconds off the clock.
That's one of the trolliest things I've ever seen.
Adding 30 seconds to the clock. Rewinding himself back 4 seconds, including to how much life he had 4 seconds ago.
Yes, we saw a hint of that in his gameplay reveal trailer, so I can't wait to see the impressions coming out of the show of the people that use the rewind move, because it's pretty ingenious. Very cheap.
It's super cheap.
Imagine being a grappler where you can whiff your command grab, and as you're getting punished, go, nah, I'm good, and rewind time.
To be clear, are you saying that you can use it during hit stun? It's pretty cheap.
Very, very cheap.
I love it. All right, well, I've had a really good time watching the players up here. I mean, already figuring so many things out so quickly.
And, this is just our preview. And what's awesome, all those guys as soon as Honeybee lost that first set, he was in the back playing more. You know it.
Definitely, absolutely right. All right, hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. That was very cool. Let's go back up to Josh, who's going to have a few more words to say.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right, well, that's going to do it for today's show. Before we wrap, we do want to show everybody at home what it's like to be here at the show floor. A big thank you to all of our players, our commentators, and our crew. A thank you to everyone who tuned in. You are the heart and soul of this community, and we love you dearly. And of course, thank you to NetherRealm for giving us a taste of Mortal Kombat 11 early here at MK Day 2019. For those of you watching at home, don't forget to pre-order your copy today. More information can be found at mortalkombat.com. I'm Joshua Gray. Good night and good game.
reveal. Now there are a ton of people. It's kind of loud. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Come on. All right, so first up are the photo booths, and there are actually two going on. They're all different. They animate you into a GIF, and it's really cool. You get to use dismembered bodies as your props. This is a foot. Anyways, I'm gonna go hop in and check it out. This is the collective exhibit. A bunch of our really great art. You can get tattoos, real ones, not even joking. It's time to check out the Fatality Room. What that entails is there's a bunch of items in there. You can go all out and destroy them with different items and weapons, I think. But anyways, I'm about to check it out and let out some steam, you know, let's just let it off. Get my rage on, get my fatality on. It's gonna be good.